Mirrors on the wall, staring back at me. Stranger in the hall, frozen by the scene. Portrait seemed to fade, he lost his centerpiece. Can't recall his face, I hope he'll rest in peace. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today. Haunted by my mind, victim or the prey. Everything is fine, take me to my grave. Bury me alive, keeping me astray. Hard to say goodbye to who I am today.
I don't wanna know the truth if it brings me solitude. I'm trying to
How's it going, everybody? I am just gonna try to get this stream up and running because there's an event in Dustwall in March real quickly. I'm just trying to get this out of the way real quick. I am trying to get all my events things done. I don't want to miss this one. I don't think I've ever missed a pre-patch event, and I've been busy with beta, but I want to make sure, like, I feel like I skipped out on a good portion of Season 4 completely, dude. I know a lot of people did too, but, like, I'm actively playing, but I'm not doing Season 4 stuff. It was pretty bad. I just don't want to... want to be fully prepped, locked in for this expansion specifically. So I'm trying to start off strong here as best as I can. Possibly a new beta build today. Can't guarantee it because it is Blizz at the end of the day. But yeah, how y'all doing? Hopefully the music isn't going to be too loud. But hey y'all, what's up Psycho? How doing, man? How's Rogue feeling new buffs? Yo, we have not been able to test these, but let me tell you, on paper, kind of rocking. I'm not gonna lie. Actually kind of excited for them. On paper, kind of exciting set of buffs. You know what? I am actually legit excited. This could potentially be good. Not quite amazing or best in slot. There's still glaring issues. I swear to God. Is there another update? No, there's not even an update for details. What the hell is it throwing me error screens? Dude, details can't get their stuff together. I feel like there's a build from like the beta of details. It's a little buggy, but it doesn't give you like any errors. And every new build afterwards, errors for days, dude. Errors galore. Like, what is happening? I don't even know what I need to do here. Casual remember deviated flash. Okay, just kill stuff, I guess. Alright, y'all. I'm doing pretty good, David. How about you? I don't want to try them out, Saigon. The new rogue changes. Look, we still got glaring issues, even with these changes. But this is at least a step in the right direction, and this is exactly where one spec to go into. There are some issues still with hero talents and stuff, so like, the work does not stop. The work does not end by any chance, by any measure. Work does not end. This is a step forward, but a much needed step forward. They are not going to be able to rework us and completely change what we are. They're just going to have to find a way to salvage what they got. And this is at least a step in that salvaging period, which is an important one. Like, the thing that they're doing, is this event done? This event is done. Okay. I need to move on to the next event. I kind of want to see if I can stick with the group and get as many events done as I can. Because you can get more memories this way and other stuff. I did get memories, right? I think. Hopefully. What do we do here? Can I even do anything? Anything? Could I? There's a guy here. Hold on. There we go. Now we can kill stuff. I was gonna save for a second. Like, what? Kind of wish Outlaw was not an AoE bot. True! True. I do wish they changed the spec quite a bit. Honestly, I am with you on that one. I am 100% with you on that one. I don't want Outlaw to be an AoE bot. Like, should Outlaw have some good AoE? Yes. Is there maybe it should be like cooldown based AoE? I'm okay with that too, dude. I just don't want to be capped. I just don't want to be a cleave bot, and that's all I do. I want to have cooldowns. I want to have actual burst. I want to have fun gameplay. Like, if certain things have to take a back seat and I'm no longer like a sustain class, but I'm a burst class, I'll be okay with it. Honestly, make me more like sub, make me more like assassin, because like as we get through the expansions, it's just like they have a hard time balancing this unique thing about being like a sustained bot outlaw. Unless we just do more damage than the other specs, like burst windows are huge. Burst windows still have value in their own way, right? So if they can just like make us a little bit more even to the other specs, at this point I'll be okay. At this point I'll be okay. You know what? I also would be okay if they changed us in terms of being like, you know how we use roll the bones right, or between the ads right now, like it's stealth and just kind of like fish for RNG or whatever. I'd be okay if they remove some of the RNG with the spec. Perfectly, we'll be fine with it. I think it'll be in fact healthy. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what they could do, because they could do a lot with just a handful of buffs here and there. They don't need to do a lot. It's just like a handful of things. That's all I gotta do. Something I hate about the class nowadays is all they're AoE based. I mean, all classes are gonna have some form of AoE, but a lot of classes have like cooldowns for their AoE abilities, right? Nobody really has like sustained AoE, except for only a handful of specs, but that just ends up making them super niche. You know, like Blade Flurry, I'm okay with it. If they want to make it a little, like a longer cooldown, but just give us big ranks in damage, right? So it's not something we maintain at all times, but like when we have it, we're highly effective and we're not longer cap. I'll be okay with it. What are we gonna do to tune us? Is the dragon just breathing? ONYXIA just locked an animation of like fire breath the entire time. I've never seen that. Then again, I've never done ONYXIA before, so there it is. I got achievement that easy? I thought there was gonna be more to this than just kill bosses. Okay, well I guess I'm done with that. Did I get any of the... I got 6. Okay, I still need a bunch more. But let me go and redeem the quest, which by the way is repeatable on your rolls as well, which is kind of nice. That's new. Hold on a second. Did it just give you flight stones? It gave you Drake Crest. That's new. Hold on. They actually did not have this quest award you flight stones or Drake crests, but they changed that. That's new. Ha. All right. I mean, I'll take it. Hell yeah. I'll be raiding 2 teams and more than again. 2? What is like a weekend team and like a main team? weekend casual raiding team or something. Actually, that sounds like fun because that's a lot of raiding. Was that play D4 instead of working? I hopped on D4 because season ends in a couple of days, and I've been oh, Kissy, by the way, I've been progging through the entire season of D4. It's ending in a couple of days, but I'm like, I'm on the last, like, what is it, seasonal goals, objectives, or whatever. I gotta kill Lilith, I gotta fight Duriel, I gotta do Andriel, I think, or whatever her name is. One of the main demons. I gotta upgrade an item to rank 8 with masterwork, which shouldn't be all that difficult. And then I gotta get glyphs upgraded, which also shouldn't take that long either. But yeah, what's up, Dalaran? How you doing, my man? What race of a Death Knight Dal? I'm race. What race? I'm too indecisive. Mainly thinking of Mogs, Belf, Nightborn, Night Elf, Mogs. I feel like an orc if you go for the big bulky set. Tauren if you just like huge stature. I actually would do a high mounted. The horns, in particular the antlers, add to like the size difference that can bring. Like human is basic too. Human casual, like a human Death Knight is very, very. The Mogs fit pretty well on them as well. Yeah, honestly. But it's really up to you. I don't really know what your aesthetic is. I know the season almost over. I think it's August 8th. I know the season is almost. So yeah, there's a new season starting in August. Wait. That's actually in a couple of days, isn't it? Okay, well, I got my dates wrong. I got my dates wrong. I got my dates mixed up. For some reason, I thought the season not coming up in a handful of days. I thought for some reason it's next month. I forgot what August is. For some reason, my brain put June, July, a bonus a month that my brain created, and then August. Don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. You know what I mean? I'm dumb. War bound. Breath of Onara. I can't really do anything with that yet. I can craft all these into an essence, so I need a couple more of these. Is this thing more bound? Supply kit? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Should I just... Are we still going to use these, by the way? Dragon Scale Expedition? Probably, actually. And Breath of Onara. I don't... Get these things out of my bags. Get it out of my bags. Oh my god. That is nice though. Warbound Bank is really convenient. Alrighty, so let's see if the beta ROMs are up or if they're down or whatever. I want to play some beta and test new changes, but I'm also down to just play some Elemental Shaman on the beta just because the thing is about to get hard nerfed and I would like to experience it one more time before they, you know, tone it down a bit. Is it just me or the new event is annoying? Being time bound on the bosses I hated. I agree. I feel like on the PTR it was perfectly fine, Tiles, because they changed and adjusted and let us experience different versions of this event, right? So the event right now is time gated to an hour and 30 minutes. Every 90 minutes there's a new event. But they've also tried a couple of variations of it on PTR, an hour or 30 minutes, and it felt like every 30 minutes an event felt fine. It feels like you go 30 minutes and then you go do some other stuff, then come back to the event, then go do other stuff. So it feels like you can just hop on alts and level a character while you're doing the event. That was a lot of fun. But apparently that time thing is going to get sped up as we get through the event. Week 1, 90 minutes. Week 2, 60 minutes. Week 3, 30 minutes. So you get to go through these bosses way quicker, get a lot more currency, right? It's like, oh, it's down to the wire. Pension about to arrive. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to get all the rewards for the event, get them now. You know what I mean? I'm actually kind of sort of close-ish to the rider. I want to get the mount. I want to get the pets. I want to get all these things. I have not been grinding as hard as I need to. I keep missing more bosses. Dude, same. I think what they need to do is make the grinds a little bit better. I feel like they need to make the grind spots a little bit better. Because right now, grinding, you feel like it takes so long. Every mob gives you 1. So you got to kill 20,000 mobs. Minus a couple of elites that are like 5 at a time, so like maybe like, I don't know, you're looking at 18,000 mobs maybe. I'm just gonna throw in a number on a dartboard right now. 18,000 mobs you gotta kill before you can buy a mount. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So I feel like they need to really juice up the grinds, so like you can spend like 30 minutes grinding those mobs and you can just buy something, right? Or maybe less than that, right? So like if you just want to like grind out for a couple of days and just grind spots and just kill stuff, you can just buy everything, right? Or if you just want to do bosses, I think what they need to do is they need to make the bosses a little bit more, I think they need to give them more health so people can get a bit more time to tag them, or create more phases where people can go and get the bosses done. So, because usually, like, if you are not in during the very first 5 minutes of the event, you miss it. Because the bosses and all the events get through in 5 minutes. Maybe less than that. More than once it was like, oh, okay, well, the event just started and it's been like 5 minutes. I don't think they killed the bosses yet. And I'll go in and it's like, oh, yeah, no, it's been cleared out for like a minute. Everybody's gone. It's so, like, on PTR, it was fine because there's not that many people on PTR so you can get in and try stuff, right? But on live, it's like, oh, yeah, dude, everybody's just trying to get through these bosses as quickly as possible. Like, it's a race, it's a competition. I feel you, though. But for High Mountain, I like your point about the horns. They are massive, dude. The horns add to the stature. They really, really do. Like, if you don't care about ratios, you just want to go for the aesthetic, horns would do it. All right, let me go check the beta real quick. I want to see if the beta ROMs are up. I was up there earlier. We're working on stuff. But I want to see if they're down right now. Because if they're not down, we can either play beta or do some pre-patch stuff until beta is up. Because there's going to be new affix. All these class changes are in. I want to see what undocumented changes are made in. Because they're doing a bunch of nerfs and buffs. And I want to see what that turns out for. You know what I mean? All good dollars happen to the best of us. I ain't the best of us. Trust me. Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you that for free. The opposite of that. Give it to me. Oh, yeah, that is what we wanted to see, baby. So we are getting a build, probably today, if not tomorrow. But it is very, very likely. I kind of want to do some casual now. I want to go do some pre-patch and do some lower level keys on a couple of walls that I haven't played in a while. So I can, like, if the beta ones come up, I can, like, dip and they'll probably just be fine. You know what I mean? Not play something that I can just carry mod, like, unless I do Shaman. And then I could do it too and absolutely blast it and carry a group. That's another way I think we could do. Season is already over. Yeah, dude, exactly. 2 Mythic teams weekend, main raid team. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Very sad I'm gonna have to main warrior for war within main to work for so long. Grant, these changes, we'll have to test them. But, I mean, let me just take a look at these changes, man. I feel like rogues, there's a light at the end of a tunnel, right? I'm not gonna tell you that, hey, we're fixed, we're 100% back to perfect. We're not, there's still glaring issues. But this is a right step forward. Let me take a look at these things real quickly, right? Let me take a look at it here real quickly. Let me just scroll down. There's a lot of class changes from this week, man. The amount of scrolling I had to do. Oh, alrighty. So, when it comes to rogues, we got Fade Bound, which is getting a buff. So Fade Bound Heads coin gives you 10% damage increase. Coin flip, right? Every time you use a finisher, there's a coin flip. You can either get like heads or tails, and you can keep stacking a buff of heads, a buff of tails. So the heads buff is going to be increased by 2%. So it starts out at 10% damage buff when you have heads, increased by 2% pair. That's pretty huge. It makes it a lot better in AoE. Like for Assassin Outlaw, this is a really viable choice. It's very passive, but it does damage. At this point, like, what can you do with Fate Bound? I don't think they're going to be changing it at this point of the development cycle. But at the very least, we could make it like competent and competitive choice, and that's enough. Fate-bound Tails coin, which is like cosmic damage that can cleave things to, 50% buff, which is huge. That is mad. And if you can keep rolling tails over and over, you increase the damage higher and higher. It's kind of nice. Lucky coin is basically a capstone. When you roll the same heads or tails like 7 times in a row, you get a buff where it's like the luck buff. You get a 7% stat buff for your agility. But if you end up rolling that seven stacks of tails or 7 stacks of heads again, you will do a bunch of cosmic damage with the coin, right? The luck literally is on your side. So they're buffing that damage. Like once you get the 7% damage buff or agility buff, and then you do the lucky coin stack again, every other time you do it, it's just a big cosmic damage. They're making that even better, which is good. Deliver Doom increases Fate-bound coin damage by 30% when you attack at one target. So the tails, the cosmic damage, the one that's really good at single target, is going to be even more effective against bosses. So it's just free damage at this point, which can cleave. As Outlaw, it can cleave. So for Outlaw, it's exceptionally good. I don't think it can cleave for Assassin, but still, pretty solid. Fate Intertwined is basically every time you use Venom or Dispatch. Specifically for Venom, it says, but I don't know if it's Venom and Dispatch, but it'll duplicate a portion of Venom damage to strike additional targets with a cleave element to it, which is kind of huge. But yeah, so it will either use that damage So it says duplicates in venom to strike 2 nearby targets. I think it also changes where it will do 30%. So like if there's no one else to cleave, that damage will just go to a primary target. So just like that in venom does a lot more damage. Pretty solid. Then there's Trickster. I mean, that's a significant damage buff. That is a lot of damage. The Unseen Blade is like when you use Sinister Strike or Backstab as a subtlety, you just get like a freebie hit, puts a debuff on the target, makes him take more damage. That's pretty strong. I still have issues with Trickster, like core issues, but I'm probably not going to play Trickster. I think I'm going to be fate bound if I play a Rogue, but yeah. Assas, 10% damage across the board, auto attack damage, that's pretty huge. Crimson Tempest damage 8%, but they also, you got to remember, they got the similar buff like this already once again. So this is like a second alteration, a second juicing. So they already basically got a copy of this, so you don't think of it as a 10%, think of it as 20%. Plus, they're already buffed in Venom and Crimson Tempest once, and they're buffing it Crimson Tempest again. Venomous Wounds energy regen is going to be kind of nice too. Not crazy, but kind of nice. Was it plus loot change reverted? Wait, is that the new build? Wait. The following was removed. Hero track from plus. Oh, they're going back on that. Okay. Following line was modified. Fixing it should cause an energy cycle to benefit from apotheosis. Element of Shaman Lightning Ball damage increase was reduced. Oh, okay. So they're actually buffing early Shaman Lightning Ball damage. All right. Well, there it is. Fixing it should cause an energy cycle to not benefit from apotheosis. I mean, that's probably good too. I haven't seen Priest in a second. For Outlaw, that's another sort of juicing. So the juiced Outlaw by about 16% last time at the high end, like it's a variance spec, but at the high end, 16% with last buff. This is basically another 18 to 20%. So you're looking at an overall like 30+% damage buff for Outlaw over the last few weeks. That's probably significant because we were quite behind. That's a lot. When you're buffing something by an ability by 15%, that's usually my barometer of, oh, that's probably worth noting. Like 10%, 8%, 5%, 2%, those are the little buffs. So like, okay, a little bit of improvement here and there, but like 15% and above, it's like significant of a number. Yikes, buffs are like, yeah, buffs, yeah, hell yeah. Killing Spree also got buffed up, which is kind of okay. It makes like non-Killing Spree builds a little worse, but whatever. If they can make Killing Spree like give us a DR or maybe like heavily reduce damage we take during Killing Spree, I think it'd be fine. I feel like Killing Spree should just grant us an immunity, right? Just an immunity. At least in PvE content, right? PvP, they could just keep Killing Spree as is, but in PvE content, it'd be nice just to have immunity, except for like exceptional abilities that are meant to one-shot. Stuff like that, right? So let's say if Killing Spree puts us in front of the tank frontal, we just don't get like punished too hard for it. That'd be kind of nice. Or if they could just like really take the damage of the Killing Spree that we accumulate during Killing Spree and really stretch it out far longer to make it like a little trickle. I don't know, something like that would be nice too. They would need to figure something out. I think they need to give us a DR while Killing Spree is active, like an 80% DR, and just like let us Killing Spree and like whatever happens. Like they want us to use the ability. They're not gonna change it. Like unless they want to change it where you can like, instead of teleporting everywhere, you can just like start teleporting, but you can control your character. Kind of like how when you use Blade Dance as a Demon Hunter, like an animation plays out where they're dancing everywhere, but your character isn't actually moving. It's just an animation of your character slashing left, right, center, all that stuff, right? But your character still stands still. You still can control where they go, like where their hitbox is. If they can do that with Killing Spree, like where the animation plays, but you can still control where you are, right? Like where the rogue can look like they're attacking an enemy from every angle, but you can still control your actual hitbox. That would be best. What they could do is maybe do like, I don't know. What they could do is maybe like lock the rogue in some kind of like an animation, make it look all shadowy, let the animation play out, but then you can control this like shadowy version of your rogue, almost like you're trying to put where your placement is going to be, so you can at least keep yourself safe. I don't know. Like either give us a huge DR or like change the way it works. Kind of like Sylvanas mechanic, actually, because Sylvanas had this animation way back at Shadowlands during testing, where she does this like Dark Ranger, actually kind of a badass move, where she's like zooming all over the place, does a bunch of shots, right? She's teleporting everywhere, and you used to have to actually track and run after a like health bar. And what they changed it is she still goes through the animations and does the flips, but like where she started before the animation is like where her hitbox is. So as a melee, if you just stand next to the hitbox, she still does her animation, but you still have the hitbox that you can connect with. Right? So if they could do that, that'll be cool too. Like whatever they could do, right? But yeah, combat potency, that's kind of whatever. AC perceive is huge. This is actually huge because this is them reverting a nerf they initially implemented close to the beginning of the expansion. You know why this is huge? Because Outlaw Rogue is massive for cooldown reduction. The way we do cooldown reduction for our abilities is spending combo points into finishers, right? So for every combo point spent into a finisher, we'll shave out the cooldown of all of our abilities. And what they did is basically made it so when you're between the eyes, you only get 4 combo points back. So you're basically shooting between the eyes with 4 combo points plus an extra one, usually 5 combo points. But now it's a guaranteed 5 combo points, which adds an extra one, which is 6 combo points. So you're getting better cooldown reduction for the spec. This means your abilities are going to get back quicker. Your vanishes, your adrenaline rushes, your grapple hooks. All of those things are going to feel a little bit smoother because right now there's a bit of a desync, but this is massive. And especially if you have buffs like broadsides too, that's also pretty good. The cooldown reduction also helps the non-ambush Outlaw Rogue builds a lot more, a ton more. So this is massive. It doesn't necessarily change Outlaw from a crack shot gunslinger type of a build, but it does make background aspects of the spec that basically control how smooth it feels, how active it feels. Those are going to be improved. So you're not really going to like see it, but you're gonna feel it, is the best part. So yeah, and also subtlety, secret technique, damage reduced by 6%. Who cares? That we're already played trickster and single target, so like it's a whatever. Like this is such a small change. Nobody like subtlety was the spec that was doing okay for a good bit too. So like who cares? Yeah, keep my hopes up for Rogues for sure. Like we'll see what other stuff they do, because like all they have to do is like small adjustments that are quality of life based, and if they could just kind of more or less return us back to where we were in Dragonflight Season 3 and Season 4, I'll be okay with it. They don't want us to play with double dance? Sure, that's fine, but like other things gotta go up. And like the playstyle itself is just, it's gonna feel a little smoother, it's gonna feel a little bit better, it's gonna be a bit more cooldown, more combo point, cooldown what a word am I thinking of here? Beneficial in that regard. It's gonna be good. I think it's going to be very, very good. We'll see. We just got to try stuff out and see how it plays. I really am hoping to do some reworks with Trickster, because if they can do rework with the capstone of coup de grace and adjust how subtlety at the very least can generate the hidden blades or unseen blade procs, which are mostly from single target abilities. So like if you're AoE from a Shuriken Storm, you're going to have to sink in a backstep here and there just to proc it. Not that great. Not that great. Honestly, they should probably make it like a passive or a chance from AoE abilities. That will work too. Like little adjustments, and you could actually make things really playable. And then take out that godforsaken animation of coup de grace, the charge and the animation lock, and then we're golden, right? Let the rogue do his own little attack there, but like remove that animation lock. Let you use other abilities while coup de grace is still happening. That's all. That's all. Or, and this I brought up in the Rogue Discord, change it to coup de grace. Instead of transforming your Eviscerate or Dispatch into this new finisher, transform the Secret Technique or Killing Spree into that finisher. Because Killing Spree already has an animation lock, and you're essentially making like switching it out with another ability with an animation lock, but one that's like less severe, doesn't put you in danger. And for subtlety, Secret Technique already has a delay in its damage, so essentially you're just basically replacing it with an ability that has an animation lock, but also kind of functions like a delayed damage type of an ability, because it takes you multiple slashes back to back. The best advantage of this would be though that you can control when you want to use the coup de grace version. Like you don't use Killing Spree during unoptimized moments, but you are spamming your dispatches a lot though. So having coup de grace kind of pop up out of nowhere, be disruptive in your basic rotation, not great. But if you could offset it to a Killing Spree or a Secret Technique, you can control better when you actually want to use the ability. I think that's what they should do, honestly. I think that'd be fine. And then you can just kind of tune the numbers or whatever. I think it'd be fine. I think it'd be fine. Plus, you would have the little charge. So in PvP as sub, you could have a little charge with Secret Technique. It could be kind of interesting, right? There could be a little bit more of like this unique approach of how you end up using the ability, more than one way to use it. I think it'd be kind of fun. I think for Outlaw the Rogue, people will basically would make that ability their Blade Rush too. Or you would just keep Blade Rush and that, then you have two little charges that you could do. That's not that bad either. That actually would work out okay. All right, so the beta realms are down. I do want to do something. I don't want to sit here and just wait. So I'm thinking we'll do some pre-patch chat. I'll let you guys decide what class you play, and we'll see how they do. I do want to play some alts though. We could play Shaman again. Had a lot of fun playing Shaman yesterday. Hunter is also pretty fun. I do need to get some keys done on that character. But anything that isn't a rogue, at least a pre-patch. But yeah, let me see. What do you guys want to see? I'll let you guys decide. What do you want to see? Give me a class idea. Because yesterday we played a bit of Paladin. I'm definitely behind on it. Warlock. I haven't played Warlock in a bit. That's another spec that's actually getting a bunch of buffs. Look at the Warlock, yeah. What spec though? Destro, Demo? What are we looking at? Because I'll just look up whatever build we got. Shaman? Hey, baby Shaman, dude. Baby Shaman, how you doing, my silly? Baby Shaman, dude. I just want to look up builds, man. That's all I want to do. But Warlock. Destro? Yo. Maybe we should play Destro, dude. It's been a second. And the Destro build, there's like one build. Wait, no, there's not. Oh, there's like basically one build. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. What am I missing here? I'm missing Hellstones. Is that it? Got this. Got Mortal. Yeah, we're vibing. And here I need... Apparently I don't need... Yeah, I do. I was gonna say I don't need Havoc because I was looking at something else, I guess. Look at some another build altogether. You aren't playing Reign of Chaos? You don't play Crashing Chaos? You play Infernals? Wild. You pick up Conflagrate? Hold on, I almost feel like I need to pick up a better ability. What if I take Fire and Brimstone over this Conflagration of Chaos? Conflagrate has a Shadowburn have a chance to guarantee you next Conflagration of Chaos. I almost just want to pick up Fire and Brimstone. Like, I'll do it. I'm a simp. Also, this ability is getting nerfed. That's going to be interesting. It's basically being increased to a 20 shards baseline with a 5 reduction. Destro? You don't like Destro? You Destro? What spec would you want to see then? What spec would you want to see? Let me just at least set up a Destro, right? Let me just set this thing up. I'm down to play someone else though. I know that Affy's gotten a bunch of buffs and changes. Where's my Incinerate? Incinerate? Hello? Hello? Okay, Immolate. Oh, it's a class thing. That's why. That's why. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, dude. I'm not great at Warlock or anything, dude. All I can do is just play Destro. Spam, run around, spam Rain of Fire. I mean, who doesn't like that? I'll leave this back to you. I don't really have a preference. I feel like Affliction really starts to pick up once you pick up Wither. And then Demonology really needs a buff on the beta, but it's getting a bunch of them. And it's also not fun with that Diablos. I'm gonna play Destro just because, you know why? Because I want to. I don't know what key I can get into, dude. I'm just gonna sign up for whatever I can. I'm just gonna sign up for whatever I can. I don't even know what the affixes are. I just want to get my gear. I just want to get some crests from some items. Get whatever gear I can. Because this character is not as behind as I thought, actually. I just need a bunch of crests. Wait, hold on. This character is actually a real character. Or at least, like, I was kind of setting him up. Like, definitely not amazing gear, but, like, all the gear is crested gear. And I can literally just spam a bunch of crests and get the stuff I need. Hold on a second. This might actually be the play. To Notharis, dude. I'm so behind. I don't have a problem doing a +2 at this point. But item level is the pre-patch catch-up item. So like 480 item level, because you don't really need a high item level to get to leveling in the next expansion. Not really. But like they're 480, but they will go up to like 502 max, which is a decent start. Like you won't need to replace those items until about level 75 or so. So it's decent. You know what I mean? It's okay. I really want to see if I can get into like higher pack dungeons. Like what key do I have? I don't think I even have one of those guys, do I? No, I don't think I do. I want to see if I can get like a Brackenhide or something, or join a Brackenhide. That would work too. Yeah, so the gear is decent, but like it's not amazing. It's catch-up gear, right? So you know what I mean? There's only so much you can do with it. Maybe Ruby? There's not a lot of like if I want to see an Algathar or a Brackenhide, I don't think I'm seeing them in 205, dude. Because Bracken is so weird, because like none of these keys are really all that difficult, but like people are super like very picky when it comes to who signs up and who they take. Really, really picky. Like I'm kind of surprised. I feel like I shouldn't be. But like yesterday we were running around slamming either as what the I guess Pally doesn't have like any gear, but on the Shaman in the 5, I mean everything just melted. I literally the entire time I think we were just shouting in the chat. I was just not even paying attention to the mechanics. I was just lava bursting. As long as I'm pressing lava burst, like everything dies. Then again, Shaman is also kind of busted too. So to be fair. Wait, I'm actually struggling, huh? I guess I should just start like setting up for whatever I can then. Wait. I thought I saw, oh, Brackenhide. I just like Brackenhide for like the big packs. Just for the size. There, let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. And we got a Demon Hunter. So my damage is gonna be beefed up. But yeah, the gear should be decent enough. Actually, I did pick up a couple of cloth items. Although, there's a neck too. I probably should up my neck. Might as well. Chat, what's stats adjuster 1? You know what? I'm just gonna go haste mastery. How bad could it be? Setting. Hello. There we go. Gem. Mastery heavy maybe? Yeah. Oh, they're inexpensive. Yeah, let's do that. I don't even know what stats you need. I just remember like Mastery Haze being good. I was about to dump all these things in like an adventure neck, but I gotta take this character through a raid, man. I gotta take this character through an actual raid or something. Oh, you so hold on a second. Which one of these things is worth upgrading? Probably shoulder. Yeah. And I'm kind of behind on everything else. Okay, so I just need to grind out a bunch of like lower keys on this guy, and then I think be golden. Every single item is just like an upgrade here and there. Come on, man. Where's our tanks at? But yeah, I'm gonna try to watch out to see if we get like an actual build. I gotta switch those two. I gotta watch out to see if we get actual build. I'm kind of really hoping that we got a build, and if we do get an actual update on the beta, I am very much hoping that it happens before we start this game, because I would love nothing more than just hop off PTR or pre-patch, quick on PTR, and then hop on the beta and test these things. Because rogue changes, new affix, then there's buffs for Death Knights too, buffs for monks I gotta check out also. And there's what warlocks too. That would be amazing, bro. That would be amazing. Like, I'm actually surprised just with how many buffs they came out with, man. I am very surprised, honestly. I was so used to them just like, oh, well, class is ahead, let's just nerf the hell out of it. And they did do a couple of nerfs here and there. I'm actually very surprised by 2 nerfs. The Red Pally nerf and the Beastmaster Hunter nerf. Like, I've looked at logs that I was doing a video talking about Beastmaster and some of the recent changes for hunters. I never actually released the video because, you know, they got a new beta blue post, so I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll do that instead. Sacrificing my own sleep in process. Not good. Not healthy. Don't do that. But I was doing some research and I just didn't see that many Beastmaster hunters. Like, they weren't doing bad. They weren't like somebody said they were kind of undertuned in some of the earlier builds. But they didn't really seem to be too bad. Right? Not too bad. Let's go almost here. Where is he? He's like over here. There we go. We should be all good unless... Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we should be good. But yeah, I was just kind of surprised that Beastmaster. I mean, I know they're really, really strong in the pre-patch. Right, if you've seen Beastmaster hunters running around, running amok, it's wild the things they're able to do. Absolutely wild. Unconcealables. Dude, I'm bad at Warlock. I'm actually the worst Warlock ever. Why do you guys watch me? Actually, no, don't go. But no, it's. I was kind of surprised by it. Red Pally also was a weird one too. Alicia will make sense. Probably the most amount of sense. Augmentation Evoker also makes sense. I'm kind of hoping that with the nerf to Aug, will like reduce some of the party value, they will hopefully make Aug less mandatory in every dungeon group. Because after this tank nerf, right? They nerfed tanks, trying to incorporate healers into the gameplay, and Aug seems like a perfect placeholder to buff tanks to make them tankier, and buff the healer so the healing is a little bit easier. Because normally healer doesn't have to heal anybody, but now they actually have to heal the tank. So they have to actually stretch the wings for the heal roll. But if you bring in Evoker, tank is going to be tankier, and Evoker got off healing. And for the most part, you can just go more damage. And Evoker buffs your damage and healing. So it's just like a universally good class. But the party nerf really did. And the, what is the primary set nerf, I'm hoping it'll be enough. And maybe they'll need to do other things. But I'm hoping that at least Aug won't be mandatory. Like, kind of we ended up in Season 3, where in Season 3 it was still a very, very strong competitor, but you could push keys without an Aug. And then Season 4 came around where GodComp came back, and it was just like, okay, here we go again. Back to where we started in Season 2.5. Because they weren't even everywhere in Season 2. And then as soon as they released them in like a 0.5 patch, that's it. It's just Aug everywhere. Augs everywhere. So I'm really hoping, praying that they don't make Aug like a must-have in every single group, because then we're gonna have zero variety, man. Zero. What is the fast way to catch up with gear? Catching up with gear, I'd say doing the event is pretty solid, but otherwise, open world content. Like if you just want to get some gear to at least get you started, open world activities are great. So there's a quest right now in Valdraken in the main capital city. It's like a repeat quest. It's over here. Last Hurrah, Zarela Caravans and Time Rifts. So pick that up. It'll give you 3 open world events for you to do, and go do them. Kill the world bosses, and then from there you should at least be able to get a little bit of gear from some of the open world events. From there you could do dungeons like Mythic Zeros, normal raids are pretty accessible if you have just enough gear, high enough item level to just get in. Hopefully this guy will do a little bit more than just that trash pack. I'm gonna pull you and you. Yeah. We're gonna surprise him here real quick, yeah? Just my Cataclysm. I'm not Cataclysm. Oh, that is weird. Beautiful. It's gonna be like, where do these guys come from? Hold on. As long as they get a couple of casts here and there, we should be okay. I'm gonna just focus this guy just to make sure he doesn't get cast off. Oh, look at my Infernos, man. Look at my Infernos there. There's so many blue Infernos. So many blue Infernos. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful. Thank goodness I went to get that. Hell yeah, dude. Demon Hunt. Okay, I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing. Just let the Yage do everything. Jesus. Oh my god. I was so bad. That was not great. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Let me get some of these things dotted here. Oh, please keep my Rain of Fire. Don't do this to me, bud. Don't do this to me, bub. Please, no. There we go. There we go. Maybe we can ramp up, dude. My gear is all kinds of messed up. Compared to everybody here. Everybody actually get gear. Hey, am I not behind item level? I am quite a bit behind. Either I got like a wrong build, or I got like absolutely worst stats possible, which could be the case, honestly. Normally, I mean, I am behind. It's totally expected, but not this far behind. I'm actually just like... I'm useless right now. What is this? Oh no, dude. I feel like this is like... I feel like I'm in a humiliation fetish kind of thing. I do no damage. All right, it's a free ride. That's all I'm gonna look at it. All right, boys. Streamer getting carried. I honestly did not expect for me to be that behind. Like, holy. Oh, Lord. Hold on, let me get this guy set up. As long as I can get a cast here and there. Infernal. I think it's worth infernaling. Hopefully somebody got the other interrupt. Okay, that guy's just dead. Is that a mob? It is a mob. Oh yeah, I actually do no damage. Legendary Warlock, Storm Trooper is missing Afraid of Fire. Look, I am not missing Rain of Fire. All right, I am a Rain Cloud, and the Bear Druid keeps putting up an umbrella. Okay, look, what can a Rain do against an umbrella, right? It's essentially cheating. I'm getting cheated out of my damage, right? I'm the Rain in this situation. Okay. Oh no, dude, I actually do 0 damage. Promise you, I was thinking this was gonna go a little bit differently. I gotta be doing something like obviously wrong, man. Like something like criminally wrong. Did we not get the bosses? Oh, did we miss one? Hold on, we did miss one. Was it one of the early ones? Yeah, I think he's going to get it. He's over there. Best I could do is I need to. Do I have the macro for the thing? Okay, no, I actually made some beta macros for like soul burn gate, soul burn port, soul burn, all those things. I don't have them right now on live. But yeah, do I someone chose searching for the world bosses? Yeah, world bosses are pretty good. There's 3 right now. There's one in Zarelak. Does not get done as often, but if you do them on a prime time, you should be able to get a group together for it pretty easily, I imagine. Then there is also the one in Emerald Dream. That guy's definitely worth doing. And then there's the... It's like a rotation out in the open world, but it's like in one of the 4 original zones of Dragonflight. It'll be somewhere there. Wow, I actually do... I mean, I'm still talking about it, but I'm just impressed how little damage I'm doing. At least I'm being useful, right? I can cut this guy out. So at the very least, I'm kind of sort of helpful. Not much, but a little. Yeah, my stats gotta be completely off or something. The Demon Hunter and me are actually not that different, and he's actually has less item level than me. Is Destro this? I'm wondering if maybe Destro is this far behind. That's how I felt with 2 Rogue every time. With 2 with my Rogue, yeah. Yeah, I want to play Destro to escape from the Rogue curse, but it looks like it basically the Rogue curse popped itself up as through Destro Warlock. What is this? Alright, let's just pop. Let's do some kind of... Let's at least be kind of useful. Throwing a stun here and there, right? At least be kind of sort of useful. Not completely just carried it. Yeah, I need to take a look at it, see what build I have, and see maybe if I just ran the wrong setup. Or I need to see if Destro Warlock's damage is maybe just super, like, criminally behind. Because I have no idea what people play on P-Patch. I only know on, like, beta, they're all kind of sort of okay, except for maybe, like, Demonology, but the rest of them are kind of alright, mostly. Gotta get ahead of the guy in position. Let's look at this Rain of Fire, man. I'm having to like make a line where they're gonna be. I can never get like them properly sitting in a single spot. Oh wait, actually I'm doing damage. Hold on a second. Rain of Fire, and I can actually like have the mob sitting in Rain of Fire. Oh, there he goes, the moving. There he goes moving. I'm gonna pre-place him ahead of time and watch him move. Watch him move him. 100%. 100% guarantee. Watch this. Hold on. Oh wait, he's keeping him? While in a puddle? Okay, well he's moving him at like weirdest time, I guess. I have no idea. I got no words. No words. Literally 0. I'm literally having, look at this. I'm literally having to put him ahead of time. Ahead of where I think he's gonna go. I mean, there's only a couple places where he can go. Actually, you know, I can tell you one more place. This guy could go. This guy can go to hell. That's my damage, and he's stealing it away from me. Okay, dude. Now the trees have aligned against me. Are you kidding me? I'm picking a fight with everything right now, dude. Alright. Let's do the boss. Apparently they fixed this guy. For some reason, when he would eat somebody, he would just like do insane amount of damage to himself and he just like insta dies. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But he would just keep doing it over and over and over. Oh, we do not have port? I don't have port. Okay, that is so weird. This build doesn't run port? I just picked like a Wowhead build. Who the hell a Wowhead is like, oh yeah, no portal. Huh? I feel like it's such a convenience ability that we just want to grab it no matter what you do. Right? Oh, they fixed him, okay. I wonder how many people got like insane amount of points while the bug was like out. Because you just basically only did 3 bosses instead of 4 bosses for this place for a good bit. Oh, Soulfires, dude. The procs. Oh, I know the Soulfire. Give me that. Oh, baby. Oh, gotta love the Soulfire, man. Oh, the animation, the proc, the fast cast, the damage it does. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I love me some Soulfire. I love me some Soulfire. It's so good. Okay, that's not good. All right. Are these things gonna come down from below? Or no? There's a use of them just coming up for no reason. I'm gonna get hit. Yeah. Yeah.
I do not have a target.
Okay. I need another like big AoE pack. Or if you just want to pull everything to the boss, that could work too. This song is a little too slow for me. So chat, another thing they're adding to the beta is a new affix as well called Devour. Devouring or Devour, one of those two. But it seems to be like some kind of like a healy, dispelly type of affix. So it might be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I feel like everything everything just dies way too quick. I dropped down Rain of Fire and everything just like dies way before like the actual duration expires. I feel like I'm better off just chaos bolting here and there. Was that you? That you? I'll try to see if I can blast the pets. Maybe get some cleave. A little bit. For Warlock, I think it says Master Conversa as the stats. Okay, so I mean I have the right stats, I'm pretty sure. Unless I have like I have way too much crit. What is this crit? Okay, that will probably explain it. That crit is probably not really doing anything. Master at 4,000. Oh yeah, crit at 10,000. Okay, how do I have 10,000 crit? That seems like a. Oh, is it this mirror? Oh, base and 6,000 crit. Yeah, that will do it. That will do it. Yeah. I mean, there is some interaction with like Chaos Bolt and crit damage, or crit increasing the damage of the ability, but it's like not really worth investing into for the most part. That would do it. No, please. Yeah. What are my other stats? Versa? Mastery? Yeah, that would do it. I didn't realize my crit was that high. Why was it that high? Because I'm pretty sure it's haste mastery for all specs, right? Like, did I go out of my way to grab crit, or did I just accidentally get a lot of crit on my gear? I think I just ended up getting a lot of crit on my gear. Just going for item level. Oh, we pulled everything. Okay. Well, how to sort everything? Yeah. Not great. We should do like a gigapole. I think he's trying to set up for it, maybe? Because I got Infernal. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that. I'll pull that guy too. Might as well, right? We're gonna pop a wall and hope for the best. And hopefully we'll just be able to get like quadratic scaling. Maybe? Because if enough stuff is on the Rain of Fire, it should be able to basically give me infinite amount of resources. Sorta. It's kind of doing it. We kind of did it. We kind of sort of did it. At least for a little bit, it felt like I was just like... just grinding out a bunch of the... the soul shards. I'm gonna die. Okay. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Correct. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hey, Dal, buff rogues aren't enough. Right. Buff for rogues aren't enough. I think it's a lot of buffs. It's a lot of buffs, man. It's quite a bit. Monk detox? Yeah, didn't detox me. Didn't detox me. I think it's a design problem. It is a design problem. Like, I even posted on Twitter, or X, whatever you call it. But like, is it gonna be res me? Is that looking at me? Is that why? Oh, they have no idea there's a full call. Yeah, so that's what killed me. Or whoever was stacking on me just getting those stacks for me back to back. Please res. Please scrape me off the ground for a second. Thank you. Is it like a Druid too? He's doing it. Appreciate you. I'm gonna try mushroom strat because I saw somebody stand on a mushroom. I think it was this one as a caster, or is it this one? And you basically just don't get hit by mechanics at all, even with the orb. It apparently shouldn't reach me, even when I'm standing in the green. Unless if he stands there, then I'll get hit by a frontal. I'm gonna hope for the best here. Oh! Yes, you can! I saw 100 do that the other day. And I was like, whoa, okay, apparently you can do that. I remember they had like some of those cheesy strats. Like cheesy little spots. But I thought I removed them for the most part. As long as the bear doesn't put the frontal into my face. Look at that. As the expansion is ending, we're finally figuring out all the good spots. At the end of an expansion. Definitely not the way you want to do it, but here we are, right? Here we are. Let's go on Twitter, calling it exclusive for like one side. Fair. Yeah. Anyway, on Twitter I posted like, hey, the changes for rogues don't really stop a lot of the glaring issues, because there are glaring issues with the spec that Blizzard has been aware of, or hopefully has been aware of. It'd be kind of very surprising if they weren't aware of them, because rogue community is very, very vocal. Yeah, look at this run was pretty bad, dude. I did no damage in this thing. Yeah, I did no damage at all. Oh no. Oh no. That was embarrassing, dude. I felt bad for this group, dude. Why did they have to carry me? They didn't. They should have just left. I feel like I actually would have been like, you know what? A little sad if they left. But like, yeah, they probably should have just left. I was absolutely downright useless. That was not what I wanted out of this one. But yeah, so rogue changes are... There's still glaring issues with the spec, but it's a sign, it's a hope, dude. That's a lot of buffs. And it's not the first time they're buffing us, that's the second time they're buffing us in a row, and within like weeks of each other. So those compound together for a sizable damage increase. We don't really know if that'll be enough. Kinda hoping it'll be enough, but we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I'll get all the, oh, I don't want to do that. But I got benefits, or I think. I got stuff. I don't really know if that's any good, but I got stuff. So there's that. Neat. Is the event going on? No, still 30 minutes. Streaming, and he reported like 12 bugs. It's a sub. Yeah, rogues have a lot of bugs. Rogues definitely have a lot of bugs. For sure. For sure. Yeah. But like, the changes at the very least for Assassin and Outlaw are like, it's a good step in the right direction. And this is something we needed, right? You don't need like a complete, a rework of the spec at this point though, like especially with the special development, you're not going to be able to rework us completely to be an entirely new class. However, you can fix the broken parts and make sure that at least we function and work and feel pretty good. And then at least to take the step forward, it's at least like a step. It does present some hope because we were severely undertuned and they're trying to solve that issue. The playstyle for Out in particular started feeling kind of bad. And the reverted nerfs, which is like exactly what we want to see. So that means they're willing to go back on the changes they've made because they just don't make sense in terms of design choice, right? And now we just need to like have a good finish. The hero talent stuff is also really good. They still need to solve tricks in my opinion. The whole animation lock cannot go live as is. That thing is just atrocious, to say the least, I think. But like fade bound changes does make him a little bit more, I forgot there's shit back there, more even with Death Stalker for assassination. The trickster adjustments also still I think make him a little bit better than Death Stalker for sub, but still the animation lock is a pretty decent drawback. For Out in particular, trickster is like, it was kind of okay-ish. Why did they dismount me here? Is there like a gonna fly over something? Because it didn't press anything to dismount me. Oh, weird. But yeah, at least Unholy is shining. Yeah, I definitely still have an ult ready for the next expansion. I still think it's worth. Definitely level a rogue and then leveling an ult. I don't think rogues, even with these changes, even if we're like doing, if you're cranking with damage, I feel like the only spec that really feels, I'd say, exceptionally good is sub. But that's not a good thing. I mean, it's good that sub feels kind of good to play and that's like kind of sort of performing, but the class itself as a whole is just not in a great spot still. Is like the best way to put it. So it still would need a little bit more. Just a little bit more. You know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna kill the war boss. Just in case I get like better gear. Who knows, right? Who knows? I should be able to go and upgrade something else too. Although this is crit gear. Do any of the other Warlock specs use crit more than Destro? Because I feel like Destro, it's way too much crit. Look at the Zemo use crit. I feel like I'd still want to gear the Warlock, but I don't think I'll be doing much getting much head by his Destro in particular. 3 patches, haste mastery, crit, yeah. What about I'm flying into a wall, aren't I?
Our lands are under attack. Tend to those in need and see to it that the threat is removed. Our lands are under attack.
Huge. Alright, so let me take a look. So Destro is haste mastery. Demonology is haste to 27%, versatility equals to crit. That could be the play. Affy is haste mastery crit. Yeah, okay, so maybe I'll play some demonology when I do more gearing in this character. But yeah, so I feel like bugs are eventually going to be solved. I'm not looking at like bugs, I'm looking at other glaring issues like trickster animation lock when you do coup de grace ability. That isn't ideal at all. Then some of the other buffs or whatever. Yeah. I have 47% Versa on a demo. Apparently Versa is an okay stat. Crit and Versa are equal to each other as long as you get some haste. But yeah, can I move while casting that, or is that still a part of the hero spec thing? For the S-Priests, I don't remember. I like the map icon change. Really, finally see Hunt's Dragon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did like it too. Yeah, all those things have been generally good. What the hell? Did the boss just reset? Or is it me? What happened? Did the boss just reset on us? Because I felt like we were doing some damage, and then I looked away for a second. Oh, 30% crit, 30% hits, at least 40% versa. Yeah, 30% of all the stats is pretty doable right now. Can tell the Boomkin gonna be fun over within. So like, I don't play a lot of Boomkin in my free time, right? It's not a class that I really found like super personally interesting. That is a class that I started out as a main initially, right? When I first was playing World of Warcraft, back in like Cataclysm. I guess it started off Feral, but then I solidified it in Boomkin, and I loved the Cataclysm version of Boomkin for a bit. Where like the mushroom thing, you drop a bunch of mushrooms, you explode them with a Star Surge out of a Cyclone. It was pretty fun to set up for PvP. But like, I feel like the current gameplay of Boomkin just hasn't really been like my thing in a while. Even when I play Motherboard Within, Druids aren't changing too much in War Within, like generally. So if you're not a big fan, so if you want for Druids to be a little bit more, you know, different, I don't think you're gonna be able to get that out of the class. But like, if you like the core of what a Boomkin does, or what a Feral does, there's a good chance you'll probably like him, and it will come down to, I think, the tuning of the class. I always like Feral. Like, revisiting Boomkin after, like, you know, they used to main it, stopped playing it completely. I think back in Mists of Pandaria, I didn't like how when they added incarnation, it just like changed the spec. Because you used to have no incarn. You would just crank damage at all times. You never had like a burst window. You always had constant good damage. And procs. And procs. And I liked that back in the day. But then when they added incarn, it just like, now there's a global you gotta press, and then you gotta set someone up, and then it was just whatever. And then they added that whole Eclipse mechanic later down the line, and it's just like, oh, not me. But I revisited Feral, and I like that a lot though. Yeah, so if you don't like the current version of Boomkin, they're not changing too much. Hero Talents are adding like some nice flavor, but it's like seasoning on a steak. But if you don't like the way the steak is cooked, right, a little bit of seasoning isn't gonna change it too much. And it's not like they're like tossing a bunch of seasoning so it changes the flavor radically, right? So you could just literally be eating like a rubber shoot, but it like there's so much seasoning, at least it doesn't even taste the same. No, it's like a little bit of seasoning. They're not crazy. Because Feral is still about bites, bleeds, and you got like very, very passive hero specs there. For Boomkin, it's like you summon trees for cooldowns, and I don't remember last time people really summoned trees. Maybe like BFA actually. Like you would use that as a tank off-tanking thing. Back in the day. So there's that. Like it's kind of okay. It's more like a cooldown thing, right? It just like lines up with the 45-second CDs. Unless you can lower it, I think maybe. Or a minute CD, but you can make it a 45-second CD, I think. And that can line up with other cooldowns too, I think. It's been a second. And then there's a looter thing, which is just like more arcane damage. I kind of like the whole like, oh, you can become full lunar eclipse druid where you don't get solar eclipses but only lunar. I like the thematics of it, right? Thematically, I think it's cool, but like the gameplay wise, yeah. We feel CTD dependent at the moment. I feel like ever since they added incarnation as a button for them back in Mists of Pandaria, that's where Boomkin became, at least in MOP, super cooldown dependent. And I haven't kept up with the class for WoD, Legion, BFA, right? I kind of started like messing with them again by Shadowlands, and by Shadowlands that were cooldown heavy also, like with Convoke and the whole, you know, WiFi, and then they played the Vent Theater full 3-minute burst cooldowns or whatever, right? Hey, we'll just ramp up and get as many starters as possible, whatever, right? So I don't know if they changed too much from like MOP to Shadowlands. It's a blur. Like I just don't really, you know, I think I played Boomkin just to get like the artifact weapon back in Legion, but like I didn't have to learn the class. I just put up dots, Starfall, ran around, and the boss died. It was like one of the easier challenges. I don't think I had to like put a lot of effort into it at all. Yeah. First class was a hunter. When they kind of got hacked when Lich King, I made a new one. That's just a paladin. With time, I made multiple classes up to now. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. I think it's a good idea to explore alts and classes. We got Are You Hungry? How would you know, Wes? How did you know? How could you tell that I was absolutely hungry? I'm hungry for this beta update, man. When is the beta run coming up? That's what I want. That's what I want to know. Alright, let's get off the Warlock, dude. This Warlock is a little behind. It's actually not even a little behind. It's like sizably behind. Significantly behind. I do need to also work on the not warrior, death knight a little. Actually, let me see, because I got a couple of plate pieces here and there over in the Warbound bank. I want to see if I can actually use those. I can't remember if I looked at them already or not. So that's mail. Have a better cloak. Oh yeah, it has a sour cloak. Yeah, that would do it. Or I did have a plate item? I thought I had a plate somewhere. Huh. Okay, well I thought I did. I have no idea now. Now I have no clue. I have no idea. Alright, let's do another character. Chat, what else do we play? We got Shaman, we got Hunter. We got... I don't really know. We got a lot of options technically. One of everything. Pre-patch is working so good for me that I can't even log in on my main. It fails through textures and disconnects. Oh, really? How did that happen? Yeah, get a dev, dude. So, hold on. There's an unstuck option. WoW character stuck. Yeah, Blizzard stuck character cannot move. There's a stuck character service. Here we go. Let me link it to you. I tried, it didn't help. You tried the stuck character service. That didn't unstick your character. Elisham Paladin. I would have to do Elisham because Elisham right now is kind of busted. Right, run around, blast fools. Paladin is a little behind. You tried it? Okay. And that didn't work because it's supposed to place you in like it's supposed to take you from where you are into like a graveyard in front of Stormwind or Orgrimmar. Really? If it didn't move you, what is your character stuck under graveyard in Orgrimmar and Stormwind? Because it's supposed to like physically move your character to a safe spot. Because maybe you got to give it a second if you already did it and you're still falling through. Maybe you got to give it a sec. I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah, I would make a ticket at that point. It's supposed to do it, but it's still falling through textures and sources. That means that they haven't moved you yet, so you may have to give it like 10 minutes. I don't know how long you waited since you've done it. I have no idea. But if you like did it recently and like you logged in and they just still fell through, you may have to give you like a little bit of time because it can take like 5-10 minutes or something. Anything about tanks? Any idea what prop warriors doing? They're actually getting buff, dude. They're getting beefy. They're getting some beefy buffs, man. I look at kind of okay. Like there was a big tank nerf that came around, right? And they're still looking kind of alright after that nerf, for the most part. But like, yeah. There should be okay. Like a lot of people were still playing them even after the nerf. Like quite a bit of people still queuing into them or playing as them or whatever. But yeah, that one is pretty decent. All right, I'll wait a bit. Okay, yeah, if you've done it recently, you have to give it a little bit of time before they like move your character, because somebody at Blizzard needs to either the character service needs to process it and move it, or somebody at Blizzard needs to receive the ticket, move your character, all that stuff. That is automatic, or somebody else does it. Didn't you have a tank? Did the tank guy just leave you? What is happening? I thought this guy had a tank. I guess no, he doesn't. This war pre-patch is wild. Got about 300 missile score. Wait, in the pre-patch you got 3300? Yeah, dude. There's some classes that are just wild in right now. Wild and tanks logging. Cool. This is from Natharis, yeah. Hold on. Keys. Need update details. This user need up. Is details need another update? Oh brother. Oh brother. Yeah, it does. All right. Let's see. But yeah, right now the classes are doing some wild stuff. People are doing like 20s and there's just like no sweat. Literally no sweat at all. Because so many classes are getting some crazy scaling. I've been removed from the group? For what?
My friend.
I was literally okay. So chat, do me, don't do what I do. Don't start flying to the location. Just be there. Just sit in Valdrakken like an asshole. Just don't fly to any dungeons. Don't start making your way there because they'll see you're eager. Because you just want to go there and pump some dammy. Because you literally did the dungeon the other day. Pumped it the entire time. Just let someone summon you. Just be lazy. Right? Worst to worst, like you don't have to go anywhere. And if they swap you out for... I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened, but I hope they break their key. I was literally making my way... Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Red is pumping, don't understand people screaming for buffs. Red is pumping, don't understand people screaming for buffs. They're actually nerfing red in beta. Do you see that? They're nerfing red in beta. I don't even know why. I was kind of surprised by it. Because they were kind of doing okay damage on the beta, but like, they're not like a... I don't know, there's like a handful of classes that stand out in the beta, like a Red Pally, Unholy DK, Elemental Shaman, right? Mages. They were just like absolutely just cranking every key. But like, Red Pally was not one of those classes. Like, they're good, but like, not insane. You know? Definitely good. I was just kind of surprised by it. I wonder if those nerfs are still gonna fall through. Yeah, so I just have no idea. Can I get like a solid 5 that's like enough mobs? Declined! Oh, brother. Is it because of my score? Alrighty, dude. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, people are taking 5s and like anything between like 2 and a 5 so seriously. It's just kind of wild, man. What how strong our classes are. I just don't... I guess I just don't understand it. What key do I have, if any? Do I have a Brackenhide? Like a 5 Brack? Where is it? Not good. It doesn't look good. I really just want to get into like a 5. I think one thing to live long enough where I can like go through my lava bursts and earthquakes. Life pulls. Sure, I'll sign up. Glad Frost DK got some love on the beta. Decent tuning. Yeah, I think they got nerfed like last week, but it's not like it was holding me back. But then, yeah, I do like that the Deathbringer, they keep buffing it. I am a fan. I am a fan. I don't want Deathbringer to be behind the, what is it, the other hero spec options. I want Deathbringer to be a good choice. At the end of the day, I really, really, really want it to be a really good choice. Magma Totem, yeah, that's also really good. Although Alien's getting nerfed across the board, I do like that change also, yeah. That's gonna be really nice. Playing around like the, no, or not having to play around the, what is it? Not having to play around Totemic Recall as like a must-have talent. I mean, people are still probably gonna play it because it's really, really good, but it's gonna be really nice not to have to play around it necessarily. Every other trash back or so you can drop down your flame shocks. That's gonna be really, really nice. Is there like choose, man? It just, I feel like choose are gonna melt way too quickly. I want things to live for more than 2 seconds. No good offensive. Why am I gonna decline from so many of these, man? Is my gear low? 505. Dude, watch this guy. It's another warrior, dude. Watch this guy. Right? He's gonna start getting a bunch of people. Gonna swap me out last second. Telling you right now, dude. Telling you. 100%. I feel it, dude. I'm feeling it. Already got burned once. I'm over it. I'm over it. Hey, hey. Yeah, but the nerfs for Shaman is going to be something interesting, though, to say the least. Definitely going to be interesting. Hope it doesn't like kill him. No DK at all. Kinda. What's up? What's up, Rosie? What you up to, my guy? Gonna play DK now. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good choice. I like Death Knight, Frost in particular, but Unholy is also really, really good. Good on the beta. Alright, hopefully we get a heal and a tank real quickly. I need to get my heroics out of the way in this character. Or all my other characters too. I just did a bunch of quests. I could probably heal at some of them. This is why I usually like to jump in a group that's basically got like a tank or a healer or both. Just so you can like fill the group super quickly. Because otherwise waiting like this forever. I don't know. Not that fun. I literally have zero patience. I literally don't have the patience. I think it's only like on stream. Like when I'm actually queuing with a friend or whatever, at least you can just kind of hang out and chat. Hang out and call. You know what I mean? Just pass the time. Just feels like it's a bit easier. It could also be the fact that I'm like sleep deprived super heavily. So just like, alright, I want to be doing something constantly. I don't want to be falling asleep, man. Trying to get rogue now? Good luck. We are in a rough shape right now. I'll give this about a minute and then I'll balance and I'll just find another group. At this point I just want to get a key done. I'd rather just be in a key than just waiting. Do you think Rogue, if it goes live without substantial changes, they will continue maining if considering your main? Like, I would ideally love to say that I want to main a Rogue, that I'm walking into War Within maining a Rogue. I need to check out these recent buffs though, these new changes, because it's at least a step forward in a good direction, at the very least. Like if you asked me this question like a couple of weeks ago, I would have been like, I would like to play Rogue ideally, but like in the current state we're a travesty, and like we're literally the least fun class to play compared to literally everything else, and I cannot see myself playing this for a tier, let alone for like an entire expansion. Like something's got to change. So they have a couple of weeks. They can't do like a huge redesign, and they don't need to redesign this. There's only like a handful of changes they gotta do in the hero specs and the talents. Like it takes like a day to like, I imagine. Well, I don't know how long it takes to like implement with the code stuff or whatever, or how Blizzard does the processes or whatever. But like, it's what I'm trying to say is it's really simple changes to like select few talents and abilities that could make the class feel fine and feel great to play. Tuning and all that stuff, they could always be pretty generous on it, but like as long as they get us close enough, I'll be happy. But like there's a handful of things that are public information in Rogue Discord, really itemized to the nth degree, plus a full list of all the bugs that need to be fixed. So like the path is leading for them. The Yellow Brick Road has been built up for months now. All they gotta do is walk it. They can do the talk, right? The one class to be better, but now they gotta walk the walk in the Yellow Brick Road that built up by the yellow class. You know what I mean? Like all they gotta do is just walk that road walk, and that's it. Just make some changes. Number one, we don't want our class to be overpowered. We just want to feel good, play good, but at least I tried to take those steps in the right direction, which is good to see. I played Rogue since our Driven, coming back for a 3-year break. Ready to rock a Morogo, looking for a new main now because I was stupid. We see one more with it. Yeah, Stuart, if you played Rogue in the beta at all, it's just wildly inconsistent. Like, I'm pretty much kind of playable, but man, wildly inconsistent is the way I pull us in the beta. How far we've been. I'm a bounce out of this group. I appreciate them inviting me, but I'm a bounce. Just finding another group. I just want to be in the key, getting a key done. You know what I mean? Give me a key that already has a tank or a healer. I'll roll with it. I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy. I got 2 fantastic keys. Hopefully they'll let me in. Maybe not. Who knows? We're searching though. Algithar? Algithar could be fun. Okay. Oh, that guy's gone. What Adam level was that warrior? Was that warrior? I have no idea. I have no idea what that warrior was. No clue. Oh, you mean like on here? I have no idea. I'm like 505 bottom level. I think. Yeah, fire 5. I'm just trying to get some crests and just get this character caught up a little bit. I'm not trying to like super invest into it or whatever. I'm still spending a lot of time on the beta in my free time. But I do want to catch up with a couple of items here and there. You know what I mean? Like, I just need to get my plus anywhere between 2s and 5s out of the way so I can get a bunch of worm crests so I can upgrade all my gear to like heroic. And I'll be happy with that alone. Like, I'm not trying to get this guy super mythic geared out or anything. I'm not trying to like grind hard right now with the expansion coming out in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not interested in that at all. But yeah. Like, do I just do this Azure Ball, dude? I just do a 2 Azure Ball. I feel like things are gonna die so fast on it too. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to get a setup, dude. Everything is just gonna melt. I just want to get it on like a 4 or 5 so things live long enough. It just seems so boring. I don't get how they seem just fine. They took basically what Rogue was in season 3. They made us worse, left us like that for 2 months. Now it's like, all right, at least what they're doing though is they're reverting nerfs, initial nerfs. So this is good. If they're doing this, that means they're willing to roll stuff back, and I wonder how much they will roll back. And like the hero talent stuff on their own, on paper, they're alright. F it, I'm just joining, dude. I'm just joining. I would just rather be in the key than not in the key. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Summon me! Summon me, my children! I'm not flying over there. Last time I tried to fly to a key, I got booted for no reason. That warrior was afraid, bro. 100% was afraid. You know what? He was like, you know what? I don't want to get beaten in top damage by a random elemental shaman with fire 5 item level. Ain't happening. Nah, get this guy out of here. Do you need an 8? Like, an 8 would be fun just to get like a weekly, but like I can't even use the currency unless I'm trying to upgrade my weapon. I probably should get some 8s out of the way. I just need these to upgrade the rest of my gear. Like, those aspect crests are just not even, like, I do it for fun, but like those aspect crests just can't even use them to upgrade most of my items. I do need to get them out of the way. I just want to upgrade like all my basic gear. Like, I know I need just to get the grind done because I'm not trying to get a fully mythic geared character, but like a 515 item level and just like ready to go and level in the expansion, I'll be happy enough. Like, that's all I want. I have one too many odds to gear. I'm not trying to like super try hard at them. I want to level a bunch of characters in the first 2 weeks, man, if I can. Yeah, but this gameplay is so boring. Give us some cool shit like Death from Above rotation or something. We used to have Death from Above. They thought that was too cool and made it a PvP talent. And they took all the fun flavor out of it. Yeah, I mean, there could have been an opportunity to do that through hero talents. So like, could have been that ability, but like the animation lock is not it. Like, if we are gonna have DFA, and like the thing is, rogues used to have animation locks with DFA, but like at least it was like something you could plan for. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you. But like, I guess the rogues got like what? We got coin flips. We're gonna be like, what is that guy? From Batman, Two-Face, right? Flipping a coin. Do you live or do you die? But it's more like, do you die or do you die? Wow. Wow, fun, exciting, engaging gameplay, guys. Wow. You know what I mean? It's cool. It's passive, but like they're making it more effective at least. So like, I can't hate on that one bit. Which one gives Versum? Is it this guy? I feel like I'm gonna be hasted out anyway. So I'm gonna grab Versum. Yeah, Versum. Are we going left? Are we going right? Are we going side to side? Are we just doing more? Would you just pick up a green buff? He did! It's a totally... This is the experiences you're gonna have in a +2, bro. Oh, buddy. So you're just gonna pull 2. He picked up the green buff. He's just like, well, that's a tank buff, you guys. Bless his heart, man. Bless his heart. Honestly. Bless your heart, child. I'm just gonna take all the aggro from you, though. It's just gonna happen. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, things are not gonna live long at all as this spec. If I play it as is. Like, things are just not gonna live. Can I pull these things as well? I just want to get an Earth Elemental. And just run around and Lava Burst him. I feel like, yeah, everything is just gonna try to kill me now. But it's okay. It's just gonna happen. I'm just gonna let it happen. I'm gonna hold my ground. Let it all happen. Crowd it all around me. It's okay. It's alright. This is why I wanted to do like anything that's above a +2. Because things are just gonna melt. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Because everything just dies and nothing hits hard. This is why people are like, oh, you can't join my 5. You don't have enough score. I'm like, really? Especially in pre-patch, every class is literally overpowered. Like, dudes that never stepped a foot in the Mythic Plus are doing plus 15s. Right? They've literally never done them before and they're coming back to the game for the first time doing a plus 15. Like, what are we on about? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Oh brother. Oh bother. Oh brother. Brother. I just don't understand people, dude. Don't understand people. At all. Not one bit. I'm about to be beat by Boomkin. I refuse. I refuse. Actually, I am about to be beat by Boomkin. Because I'm doing full single target damage. Like an ethical gamer over here. Man is just pumping. You know what? Pump away. Live your best life. Live your best life. Proud of you. No doubt. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my man? Dude, the season ends soon. I need to get my seasonal stuff out of the way in Diablo. I'm planning to do it tomorrow. I am strapped for time, but I want to finally complete a season of Diablo. I've never, ever done that before, so... I am in dire straits right now. Dire straits. Is this far enough? Yeah. Swirlies are weird, man. Like, it's not necessarily swirly, but still is like... Am I close enough? Am I far enough away? I feel like that circle needs to be a little bit more, like, sharper. You know what I mean? My Arcane Warlock is on point. Did we learn how to get better number scaring groups? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'd like to see meta shaken up for a while. He's considering... consider only AUG. Dude, that's what I'm saying. They actually are nerfing AUG a little. So I wonder if that'll be enough, man. They're actually nerfing augmentation. Like, look, these birds did not live long at all, man. It's just everything dies so slowly. Nothing lives. Nothing lives long enough anymore. Like the good old days when things actually lived. Choose life. Also, don't hit your shaman. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, no. Do one of these. One of these. Get an extra lava burst. That lava burst cleave is getting nerfed, by the way. I'm gonna be so sad. So sad. Kind of mad too. Like, Shaman finally good and then nerfed it. Like, I get it. It's really, really strong. You know. Look at this guy, dude. The Preston Shogun. Even this guy knows the struggle of, man, I got way too much gear. And I gotta be in these +2 keys. This guy in the same boat as me, dude. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna walk in and we're just gonna end up killing things way too quickly. I'm just trying to upgrade all my gear. I'm just doing the grind. He's a 213 item level. My god. Also, I never lusted, so we're gonna lust this guy. We're gonna lust when it's convenient for me. Thank you. I don't know why I lava beamed. But I should be able to blast here. As long as I don't get, like, interrupted. Yeah, look at this damage. I'm not great at Shaman at all. Far from it. Probably the worst Shaman player you've ever seen. But the fact that this class could just do this kind of business, I mean, it's just absolutely... I'm doing more damage than my rogue. Just to give you an idea about how good this is. This is more damage than my rogue. I gotta send this 3 times in a row. We're just gonna spam one button almost the entire time. A couple of frost checks here and there. That's another ability I feel like should also have like a bit more of like a fine edges to it. Here we go. This was just without even big burst cooldowns, right? This was like without the burst window. I'm just slamming the boss for 500k consistently. No potion, no nothing. I don't even know if my enchants are all set up. I'm hoping they are. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, they're locked in devotion too. They're not. They're not. Far from it. The show I'm pretty good. It's a lot of fun. But like all things that are fun, Blizzard's like, too good, got a nerf. Too sad, too bad. Too good, gotta nerf it. Can't be good, not you. Not you. Mage? Oh, we gotta keep them strong. We gotta keep them pumping. Shaman? Nah. Wrong class. Sorry, bub. Ain't happening. Not today, not ever. In your dreams. So it is gonna be happening. In the Emerald Dream, you just gotta go night-night. Go sleep your time. And then you'll be OP. I'm joking, of course, but like, it has been a second since, what is it? LA Shaman has been like, nuts. Actually, I don't even know if I buffed everybody there. So I'm being a bad team sport, bad team player. Definitely not a good team player for anything. Look, Ranima said, and we're just procking. That's it. It's over. It's over. Okay, so I do have a sentence coming up. If this guy's gonna do like a really giga big pull, we could double totem this, right? Double totem this up. Double cheeked up on an afternoon, and then just absolutely go ham. Actually, we might just want to do that. Not a bad move, honestly. I might just do that as we walk in. Just force it on the tank, right? Force the tank to like, yeah, we're pulling all of it. Yep, yep. Oh, he's also double cheek duck. Oh, that's beautiful. Hold on. Knock him up in the air for a second. Oh, Shaman got hit. Oh no. Oh no, Shaman. Druid. Poor Druid friend. He can't play today. Nope. Not playing today. Mine. Only person that's playing today is me. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing lives long enough. I was kind of getting set up. I was getting warmed up. I was just like me just starting my combo. I was just trying to get warmed up. Normally I'd be able to cycle in a couple of flame shocks. You just keep it going, but I knew like, yeah, if I try, it's just not happening. If I try, it's just not gonna happen. So everybody that's like of lower gear that are just gearing up, man. This is why people are not taking anybody that's like kind of low item level. They're just like, everybody's trying to gear their ults up and running. So everybody's doing the +2s to get their crests. So everybody's like, oh, I just want a free carry. So that's probably what's happening. People is looking at my Shaman's item level that I see in 505 item level. They're like, nah, I could get somebody that's a higher item level and get a free carry out of this. It's not that the content is difficult. It's like they could just put in even less effort than they needed to before. I could have done that easy. That's what's happening. I'm starting to understand it now. This meta is a prison. Please, Blizzard, set us free. Set us all free. I get what you want. So what is on. This meta is a prison. I'm gonna miss this Shaman. I'm gonna miss this version. I'm hoping it's still gonna be very solid, but I'm gonna definitely miss this version. But consider it good at the moment. Item level, and retail. What's it good? Like 520-ish or so. Maybe like 510s, 520. Fine. I'm gonna die. Unless I'm not. We're not. Yeah, like 520 above and all that is probably fine. 530, closer to like 530. So 527, 525, 524, all that is pretty solid. That's like mythic or higher end mythic. Isn't it 538 like some of the highest item level items you can get? Pretty sure, right? Hold on. Can I just find a boss real quick? Not Neurobar. I'll look it up in a second. Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need tank to actually tank for a second by the looks of it. Unless he just doesn't want to tank, that's fine, I guess. I'll just need some healing, I guess. Just a little bit. I don't need a lot. I don't need a lot. I'm just kiting this out. I'm just gonna send. We're gonna just kite it out. Just gonna ascend until we don't die. Hopefully don't die. Yeah. Take is not even taken. He's like, alright, I'll put big. We're not dying. Thanks, guy. Appreciate ya. Appreciate that. I literally just had to ascend. I was so dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm gonna be late for this boss, but it's okay. Raids, Dragoflight, Emergicil, Mythic, Furak, right? Tindral Furak. Yeah, 528 item level is pretty solid. It's like really up there. Handful of items can go higher item level than that. But yeah, that'll be like a start. That'll be a good start at the very least. How funny would it be if I just beat this Boomkin and DPS on this boss? Like, I started off late. Just because I was looking stuff up. I want to see if I can, actually. I might be able to, if I get enough procs. We're kind of close. I just need a couple of... There goes a proc. I'm gonna get another proc here. Oh, double proc. Hold on, we're double procking. Ooh, I like the movement. That's kind of good. Try not to move too much. Okay, now we can move and cast. Oh, we actually did. Well, what do you know? Yeah, you can. Just a couple of procs of ascend. Yeah, plus two. Like, that's just I want stuff to live a little longer. That's all I was trying to do, man. All right, let's check on the beta realms real quick. Maybe they're up by now. Maybe they are up and active because Wowhead has not posted anything at all. But yeah, yes, Ellie seems good. Ellie's a lot of fun. Ellie's a ton of fun. Definitely enjoy it while you got it. Could barely rain a fire. Dude, this Warlock is asleep, dude. It's like, come on, guys. I'm trying to rain a fire over here. Like, I feel you on that. I feel you. That was me just a key ago. That was me. Like, look, it's all the tank needs to do is just keep things in rain of fire. That's not on us, you. That's not on us DPSing. You did fine. Tank needs to keep things in rain of fire. Literally, the tank can become the 5th affix if they're just not keeping mobs where they need to be. Alright, let me double check beta. Because maybe the rums will come up. And maybe we could try stuff. And that'll be fun. Moment of truth. Are realms up? Nope. We'll give them like a second. I guess I press X maybe. We'll give them a moment, chat. We'll give them a moment. Right? Give them a second. Maybe they'll pop up. Otherwise, we'll do another key. Because I'm having fun doing alt stuff. I'm also really hungry. Like I was talking about steaks earlier. But we also don't need to do raids tonight. Actually, yeah. Not raiding tonight. Unless we want to do Razagath. But we want to try to see if we can kill Razagath while bosses are just absolutely the easiest. Which class are you going to play? If we hop on a beta, I definitely want to check out Rogue. I definitely want to check out these Rogue changes. Warlock changes are pretty good. I'd like to give Shaman another spin, Mage another spin, Hunter another spin, Survival at the very least, because they are doing some adjustments later. I kind of want to try, because I know everybody's playing like the other Survival spec, which is the... What is it? The... Sentinel. I really want to give the other one a go. Pack leader. I'll start leveling hits with Shaman. I'm already have one at level 60, but I want an alliance. I want to start fresh. Yeah. Starting fresh on a character is probably the best time right now in pre-patch because you just get a good feel for like how the class plays. Hell, if you haven't done any Misopadara remix, might as well play the character on remix because you could really get juiced up, a gig of stats, experience all the talents really rapidly, really quickly, while earning a bunch of cosmetics. So like 4 birds with 1 stone. Except with all the gems, it's like more like a meteor and the nuke and a atomic explosion all combined together with how hard those gems hit. I think Arcane of Fire looks really fun as heck. Yeah, same. Frost is getting a bit of love. Arcane is getting some mastery adjustments where you're gonna want mastery as a stat more, but like nothing crazy. I think it's overall above. Fire is getting a bit of a nerf in that living bomb thing though. So yeah, we'll see how all that goes. Arcane Fire looks fun. We'll see how the fire thing does. I'm hoping the fire won't like be sidelined. They also are trying to make that the hero talent or hero spec for both Arcane and Fire, the Sun Fury or the Phoenix one. They're trying to make that better for Arcane too. I saw somebody play it the other day and it's actually doing some damage. Like Meteor on Arcane rocks. It's actually so good. But yeah, that one is also getting adjusted in terms of like the damage of the Phoenix, and that might be really solid too. Get a fresh major level to 70 a couple of days ago. Arcade's still fun. It is really fun, yeah. For Rajan, they made it a lot less top end heavy, so like when you play it more casually and you're like learning the spec through just leveling, that's essentially how it's going to play on max level. There's some college adjustments you'll need to work into it, but yeah, like they made a top end less heavy, so you don't have a script you gotta follow to get the perfect DPS rotation, which makes dungeons a lot better. I have 3 mop mimics characters. I'll try to level through the event though. I heard you could do that too. Yeah, the leveling event is also pretty decent bit of XP. Yeah, you can get like the resources or the currency for the event while also getting the XP as well. So that is a benefit. Is the event outbreak now, or did I miss the event? I think I did, right? Yeah, the event started like a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, I should have done that. I think it was in the key at the time zone. Can I play that tonight, Dal? Rogue? If the realms come up before I end the stream, then I'll be down. I do gotta get something to eat. So I might end up ending the stream about normal time, which is 7. If the realms come back up before that, I'll be down. I'll at least give it a shot, give it like a spin. Otherwise, I'll probably mess around with it tomorrow. Because I do want to take a look at the rogue changes specifically. Or mage changes too. That as well. You can get your mob tunes through, right? So in Mists of Pandaria, you do have your own gearing system. But all the characters in Mists of Pandaria are going to be converted to actual like retail life characters. And they'll be given gear to be compensated. To like, they're not going to be able to take those gem gear and those item levels and those kind of stats onto live realms for sure. They're not going to be able to do that, but they will give you gear to compensate the character, so at least you have like good starting gear. I don't remember what the item level is for those characters when they get converted. I don't think it's anything crazy, but like maybe like I imagine it's going to be like 480 item level or something like that. Maybe I'm not sure though. I do hope it's like decent enough though. Like 505 I think would be, or 510 honestly, I think would be okay. Just because it's like, it's a character to just keep leveling into the next expansion. So like starting off with a higher item level, I think would be kind of nice. Especially if they had like really fully upgraded gear in Mists of Pandaria remix. I think it'd be nice, you know? So you can gear, but they're going to give you like a different gear when they get converted back to live realms. Because they're going to remove all that. Remove all that like gem gear and all those gems and all the overpowered stuff. But it still is a fun experience, and I definitely think we should still do it. There's like 20 more days left on Mists of Pandaria Remix. It was probably one of the better modes they've added in the game. That and Plunderstorm, I think, were actually wildly successful. Like, surprisingly successful. And I'm glad that they did those modes. Overall, I do hope they do more modes like that in the future. Like, especially during like those like seasonal lulls when there's nothing really going on. And I think when they did Plunderstorm and Mop Remix, I think they did it at a perfect time. It was really, really good. I enjoyed the hell out of them. I keep starting to hum a song and it's just like it switches to the next one. I'm not there for it. Mental, I'm still in the other song. Yeah, I don't know if the realms are gonna come up. I guess we're gonna give it like a minute or two. I really want to see what the affix is going to be like, because they're adding a new one. And it seems like a Healy Dispelly affix. Which, if it's a magic dispel, I'm hoping it's, like, I guess an affix that non-magic dispel classes can deal with. Unless it's just like a raw healer affix, which would be interesting. Which it sounds like it's either like you gotta heal players or get a dispel. Maybe like a purge on this rift thing. If we just purge or rift a couple of times, then I think purge cost is gonna be huge. So like, stealth is gonna be huge, shaman is gonna be huge, hunter is gonna be kind of big, demon hunter is gonna be good. I think it's about it. Shot priest. Couple of classes at least. Depending how often the affix spawns, it could either be really annoying or not annoying at all. But I kind of like what they did with the seasonal affixes all in all though. I actually prefer having seasonal affixes than like generic, quaking, volcanic, not beguiling. Like the dispel affixes, right? The add dispel affix. Maybe I kind of like the one where it's like it summons ghosties when the enemies die and they can just make a little army of them. I forgot what that one's called. I know you like Frost DK, but what do you think about Unholy? Unholy is actually really fun. Actually really strong. Both Frost and Unholy are interchangeable. Unholy is really good at like mad big trash packs. And if you just need cooldowns. But like it's also really good in smaller pools too. You can really customize it. Frost is really good at big pools, smaller pools, and just like anything that's a cleave. And also decent single target damage. It's a little bit less cooldown heavy. If you play around Unholy cooldowns, I think you can do both specs are interchangeable, and it totally depends how you build. But Unholy is really strong. Really strong. Really good. Yeah, if you like Unholy and you prefer Unholy, I think you're gonna have fun with it. Because they made him like, you can go for like a lighter cooldown type of gameplay with like the A-bomb and go for the mages that you can summon instead of big gargoyle, right? And you can play into either the Rite of the Apocalypse, which is really good, or you can go for like more like intermittent damage with your transformation with the Vampiric Strike and just cleave things down while you have things dotted. And it's really good. I like it a lot. And then you can have your abilities that use sudden doom also consume or proc your festering wounds. If I don't remember if you can festering wound proc those festering wounds with like a sudden doom epidemic. I know you can do it with death coil, but I don't remember if you can do it with epidemic. If you can with epidemic, yeah, you can just make like a 45-second class, which is just nuts. 45 seconds CD, every single trash pick can just do giga damage. Festering wounds, dots, cleaves, all those things procking off of each other while you summon mages that cleave things. I mean, boy oh boy, that's gonna be good. Really good. Yeah, Unholy, I feel like they keep nerfing Unholy, but like it still continues to be consistently good. Both Death Knights are just like, right now they're really tuned correctly. But I wonder if like if you under-tune them, will they just fall off immediately? But right now they're extremely well tuned. Very well tuned. And I feel like the duel with the affix is pretty well tuned. But then again, affix has kind of become less of a thing once you get like above a 12 level. It's just raw damage numbers. And I feel like they're tuned really well for that content specifically. Like to really push stuff. But yeah, I also like the changes they've done, like quality of life stuff. I'm trying to think of like, I guess some of the dungeons like Necrotic Wake also is very caster heavy, and they're pretty decent at dealing with caster with grips and domes and all that. Plus the AoE CC they got is decent too. But that's like more Death Knight rather than a Holy or a Frost specifically. Because they're both like universally they can do everything. Just the profiles and damage builds are gonna be different. But they're both really good on that front too. I don't know if the runs are coming up. I don't think so. Let me see if there's like a... See if I can check for updates. Let me do that real quick. Because maybe there's like a... Because I'm sure there's going to be another, like an actual update you got to do for it, but... Nothing yet. Okay. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this. I'm gonna go find something to do on like an alt and pre-patch real quick. We'll find like a key we can do on another character. Get that out of the way. I'm feeling mage actually. Let's do mage. I feel like I haven't played that in a bit on pre-patch. I always played it on the beta, but never pre-patch. I just kind of want to run around. This thing is so undergeared though. It is criminally undergeared. I had no idea how far behind this thing was, but yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Let me check the... I don't think I have like a lot of cloth pieces though. Yeah, male capes, but I already have a cape. Wand over the staff. Do I have any offhands? No, I don't. I only have those. It's really, really bad. I don't even know if I'll be able to get into groups, man. This character's like ridiculously far behind. I could get a 2 set. That's about it, actually. I'm still behind though. Pretty far behind. Yeah, this character is like a complete makeover. Just find a way to like crawl into a normal, or just do like a bunch of like mythic zeros or whatever. I think it's over far behind. I don't think I can actually play it. I don't think I'll get invited to anything. Maybe we switch gears. Monk actually has a little bit of gear. I haven't played Monk, I feel like, in a second. The Druid also quite behind too. Actually, let me double check this character. I want to try to see if I can put all my warbound gear to use. Although the worst part is you can't like put them into tier set gear. So it's just like, I'm hoping they'll change it in the future. But yeah, right now as it is, you can just... Oh yeah, all this is going to be a little different. I forgot about that. Like Bear is the only thing. Oh no, even Bear got changes too. You can maybe pull up a build. I guess I could like swap these things out, but it's just... I don't know. Knowing that I can't like turn them into tier pieces is just like... I don't know. It's like, is it worth it? The tier set is still kind of big. This makes me think like I should just run a... Oh god, yeah. This item level is super far behind. This makes me think I should just run mythic zeros on this thing instead. Don't even really know if it's worth. Yeah, because all this is like the older season's gear. Maybe it is. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. What is it? Crit, haste, crit probably better. Being a feral and all. I have crit gem somewhere here. I should see if I can get... That's sparks. How many flight stones do I have? Not a lot. I was thinking maybe I should just get myself a bunch of like crafted gear, but even though that's gonna be like a bit of a grind. God, some of these triggers, dude. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking like maybe I should set up this Druid, but now I'm like looking at this thing, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't think I really want to do that. This feels like it's a lot of effort. I don't know if I actually want to go through all that. That seems like a lot of effort. I don't want to do it. Oh man, this thing is so behind. It is quite scuffed, huh? I actually had some like higher item level pieces here. Yeah, this thing is so scuffed. Yeah, now I don't want to do it. No, I'm putting this thing away, dude. Nope. Shelving the Druid. Insta. This got my last breath thingy from Nokut for the mount. So I got those things too. How do you get the mount though? Breath of Onara mount. Wow, Breath of Onara. I got those. Is there like a quest I gotta do? Sneaking out, unlock, breeze, you know, to pick up those. Merc Centaur. So I gotta get those. I gotta get a incense. And then I need to get Essence of the Awakening. For getting Renown with Centaur. Occasional sand, supplies. Oh wait. Do missions matter? Sorta, kind of. They're still useful. I'd say they're still, for the most part, useful. They don't matter nearly as much. Like if the matter, I feel like there's always a set of racials that are recommended when you look up at like WoW class guides, right? So I would just go with one of the more recommended choices, unless you just would rather, like, let's say like goblins recommended for priest, but like you feel like you would just give up playing the goblin priest just because you don't like the way goblins look, and like you just, if let's say like appearances would be enough for you to just like more likely to drop a character just because like I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way mogs feel, because like part of the playing a character is mogs. So like if that appearance is just enough for you not to want to play it, don't play it. Play something that's like close enough, or something that you would personally find useful in terms of racial. They matter a lot less, right? Personal skill matters a lot more. Some racials are really good, like Blood Elf in dungeons is going to be really solid based on the affixes and like how those are set up right now. Like how being able to dispel a buff from an enemy is kind of good. Being an orc in PvP for that stun reduction, also kind of good. Not necessary, not mandatory, but it's kind of nice. Being a human for the stun breaks, also kind of nice. Night Elf is just really good for dodge and certain abilities, because Shadow Meld can have multiple uses, whether you just want to like skip things or dodge abilities. You can make just about any racial work. Most of them are kind of relatively useful, more than not useful, but like they definitely don't feel as overpowered as like human anything back in like WoD. That was like the best choice in PvP. You literally did more damage than everybody else because your racial was a stun breaker and you could run double DPS trinket. So literally every other option was a DPS loss. That's how big that was. Or like Blood Elf in Legion, which was like really insane because there's so many different buffs that you could purge off of mobs. So like Blood Elf was insanely OP. You know, things like that. We're not in that frame of like space anymore. So like you can just play whatever. But if you're gonna play like more seriously, you look into like Mythic Raid or whatever, or you just want to be like more meta, certain racials can be helpful. It's up to you. Pick whatever you like. Arcade Shorten still Silence and Legion. Oh wait, it was a Silence. You're right. Yeah, that's why it was busted. Okay, so I stand corrected. It is still true that Arcade Shorten was OP back in Legion, but not for the reasons I said there. Yeah, no, you're right. It was a Silence. I forgot about that. Give up playing my mage because it was a goblin when that was optimal. Yeah, like at this point, like just play it like second best. Like whatever is like. I would do this. Sims are a little bit whatever. I would look up like Wowhead Guide or ICBN's Guide and see what racials they recommend. Right, or if you just look at your player racials that are going to be the most like best for damage, I guess you could look up websites like Blood Mallet for Sims, for some racials against each other, or do your own Sims. Although Sims right now are going to be all over the place. Just like pick what see what Wowhead recommends, and if you don't like those options visually, just play what you like. You'll be fine. It'll be for the most part fine. Oh, is Dod's Bird leaving? Uh-oh. Why is Dod's Void leave? Why Dod's Void leave? Or is it like his ult that he's taken to another guild? Because Dodsberg is our warrior. I don't know why he left. Still made an AUG. I'm having trouble considering every other class where within his AUG is just 1 to down plus. Yeah, they are getting nerfed a bit, so maybe there'll be less mandatory in dungeons, but yeah, after that take nerf, AUG is becoming like AUG stonks are rising. And I think AUG is still going to be really good either way. But yeah. Wasn't it going to be BFA that became a purge? I don't remember. I just know that it was still good even after they made her the purge. That's all I remember. And I honestly thought that it was, because I forgot it was a Silence, I thought it was good in Legion because of the purge. But no, you're right, it was a Silence. It was a lot better for that. Yeah, even when they made it a purge, they still had a lot of enemies. Might have been BFA, a lot of enemies that could get a buff and you could just remove it with a purge and AoE. Chef's kiss. Yeah, I don't remember when they changed it, but I remember it was still good even after the change. The nerf from Bog Party Survivalists. They did end up nerfing the amount of stamina you give to your party. That was a while ago. The recent nerfs for AUG is performance based, right? The amount of primary stats you give with Ebonite right now is 6.5%. They're nerfing it down to 5%. And then there's a buff that Evokers have called Closest Clutchmates that allows Ebonite and Breath of Eons to be 10% more effective outside of raids. They're removing that buff completely. So your party buffs availability in 5-man group content is taking quite a backseat, essentially. So we'll see. I think it's still AUG is still going to be great for improving tank survivability, and the party buff in terms of stats is still going to be solid, but it is getting quite a bit of a nerf in 5-man content. It became easier. Oh no, then it just became easier. What do you mean by that? Because they got, like, that's an overall nerf to the amount of primary stats you provide for the entire party. Like 10% on top of it, but also a primary stat reduction from Ebonite specifically. So it's both buffs both nerfs together. To change to a different main. Oh, it'd make it easier to change to a main. I wouldn't completely toss AUG out of the window. I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater yet, because we haven't been able to actually test these changes yet. So we'll see. Maybe they'll end up reverting them, but it's like pretty large change, pretty large nerf that not a lot of people were expecting, I don't think. Just bought the 2 items from the pre-patch event. Wouldn't let me put it in the bank, and then I clicked deposit all Warbound items. Just went missing. Really? I would double check and open a ticket with Blizz if stuff actually went missing. I would double check it. Do you have multiple tabs for the Warbound bank? Because maybe it's in a different tab, right? I would check that, if anything. But yeah, I have not had that problem myself, but that does not sound like a fun problem to have. Wait, so I can actually get the Breath of Anara real quickly then. Hold on. I might just go. I just read the guide for like Breath of Anara mount quest. I might just go and do it real quick because it doesn't seem like it'll be difficult. I wish I was more hyped for this. Expect just feel meh. Jay, have you got to play any of it on beta or see any of the content? Because like, I don't know. Like watching the stream or watching the video, I don't think that translates nearly as well. But just like my time playing it with it, I've actually been having a lot of fun with the classes. Like a huge portion of the class changes have been like a nice breath of fresh air, in my opinion. But you know, futures alone. Dungeons also feel kind of interesting with it being seasonal affixes instead of like generic affixes. I'm not a fan of the Misaturna being brought back and Necrotic Wake, but they're dungeons. They're serviceable. The raids have been really fun though. The open world stuff has also been pretty cool. I am surprised by how good delves have been. Like, measure your expectations, but delves, like at least with the gear that we're able to test with, could actually be a decent bit of challenge, at least as you gearing a character up. As you hit higher item levels, I'm sure, like if you're rolling around with mythic raid gear, yeah, delves are probably not going to be that challenging, but there's also that secret delve with the boss. There's a lot of hype behind it. I'm kind of excited. The quality of life stuff for like alt management and everything, from the delves being like, you know, more of a casual activity, soloable activity, while still presenting a bit of decent challenge. While also, it does feel like an activity where the kind of, you know, it's one of those things where they keep saying, oh, we learned a lesson from Torghast. We learned a lesson from Islands, guys. But it's like, but did you though? Can we put it into practice? So the only way to really figure that out is to test the delves themselves, and after testing them personally, oh, I only needed 1. Well, we got 3. I'm surprised that I like them, right? The warband system in general has also been really, really good too. Hero specs, for the most part, I feel like do add a little bit to a class without completely changing the way that your class play, which I actually like, because there are some that I thought, oh, this seems so really passive and kind of boring. Like, I actually thought like Diablos was kind of boring. Oh, you get to summon demons, whatever. I thought Hellcaller was going to be cool, or the other one, because it's like, oh, you press an ability and it does this thing, and then there's interaction. That could be fun. I thought Diablos was going to be boring and Rider, because I was like, oh, you just summon Riders and they just do stuff. Okay. But then you get to play it. And I'm like, Death Knight, a class with 0 mobility, getting a horse? At first people were memeing like, oh, you're just giving a paladin button, but it's like, dude, okay. I mean, that's not wrong. But my god, is it a quality of life improvement for Death Knights. Holy! And then what the riders do for you? Ask not what you could do for these riders. Ask what these riders can do for you. And it's just passive buffs, but like they add a little bit of gameplay without changing the way you press your buttons too crazily. It's like, hey, you got a dot and a chain from Trollbane? Hit those guys. It'll be good. Hit them. Focus them. It'll be kind of nice. Having like a focus target without tabbing around is actually kind of nice too. Not gonna lie. And then like extra death and decay from the other guy, and the fact that you can summon them just by pressing a cooldown, oh, makes your burst consistent. And then Diablos too is like, it's very passive. You just like spend soul shard to summon demons, but the little things that the demons do, the resources they could give you, the ability modifications and all those little things in the talent tree. It is good. It is nice. Even Spellslinger from Arcane and Frost, it is passive, but like orb resets. Good. Oh, quality. But it's also because they redesigned the 2 specs a little bit. But still, it's like more resources. It's really good in a surprising way. Now, not all of them have been hit like that, but like a good majority of them actually feel pretty good to play, or are just highly effective. So it doesn't feel bad at all. Yeah. So you feel like if you're feeling meh, I totally get it. But like, I don't know. I've been genuinely surprised, and I want to see what they got more. Right? Cautiously optimistic, I think, is a fair way to put it. I think everybody should be. But like, I'm a little. Is it bad to say I'm a little excited? Is it blasphemous? I feel blasphemous. I feel dirty saying I'm a little bit excited about this one. You know what I mean? A little excited. I need to take this to who? Balakar? No, I need to talk to. Get the quest sneaking out. First, I need to get access to an NPC. Godoto. Sneaking out. Okay, so I need to get a guy. I need to do a quest apparently. I don't know if I've done the quest or not. The game will let me know though. Coordinates. No, that's not it. Is there in-game coordinate map? Yes, there is. Okay, so that's broken. Apparently you can't do coordinates. What a thought. I think I remember where I seen that NPC to start the quest, because it's like a incense kind of guy that's like with these dudes over here. Yeah, it doesn't start out like here, somewhere out here. What is this? Oh, I don't actually want that. Or am I missing? I thought he starts out his quest like here, or maybe on the opposite side of this aisle. It's not bad, Dal. It's not bad at all. I'll take your word for it. No, actually, no, it's not here. Okay, so I need this like little village here, and it's like to the right of it somewhere, right? So I must have already done it then. Then the character should be somewhere else. Oh, I need to complete the quest for Lizzie's Reigns. I don't even know if I done that one. Or did I? Huh. Let me see what this guy exists. Okay, it actually shows me where he exists. Okay, so he's either like at the end of the spring, so it'll be here, like here or something, somewhere. Unless if anybody here? Oh, there's a guy. Oh, I don't think I did do Lizzie's quest then, did I? Okay, my Thunder Spine. High fiber leaf. Yeah, I still need to do that part. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out later. At least I know where to start. Let me figure that out another time. Alicia Mog is shared warbands. Yeah, it is huge, man. A basic account wide everything. Achievement progression is shared. Like, I logged in, I was like, oh wow, there's a bunch of achievements here that I don't remember doing like ever. But here they are. Kind of crazy. Because I didn't finish out the Amber achievement ever originally, but I did like parts of the here, parts there on the character, and I just have a bunch of achievements locked in. Like, I don't even know how many I gained. But people are logging in, they're just getting all of those achievements completed. Because they did parts here on one character, parts here on another character, and now it's all counted as part of a warband. Because it's not like achievements are not character bound, but they're warband achievements, right? So think of a warband as a character. And like every character that's part of the warband is like also part of that character, right? So all the progress goes back to the warband, I guess, in a way. Because all the entity that collects all these things is the warband, no longer the character. That's essentially how they had to do it, right? So to make things truly account wide, because it needs to assign WoW achievements and WoW progression, transmog stuff to a entity, and essentially warband is the new entity. That's like the overarching umbrella, and everything you do, everything goes to the warband. Warband is like the central hub now, I guess, in a way. Want to test you Storm Shaman Fury, but it's still in the beta. Yeah, no ETA on that yet. I wish we had something, man. I wish we did. I would have been there immediately, boys. Yeah, so the beta not being up and the quest for Storm Breath of Anara, I'm gonna need to do a few prerequisites ahead of it. So with that, since we gotta wait for the beta, I think I'm gonna make peace out, boys. I think I might head out for the night. I gotta get some tea because I'm starving. I've been starving. I'm also exhausted. I feel like I could just literally fall asleep right now and just sleep. But I've been a little sleep deprived from last night. Super excited for War with him. Same, dude. Same. If you delete an item, don't lose a transmog, right? No, as long as like, look, I got like a bracer, right? And the bracer, it has like, as long as I right click it to add to my collection, then you can just delete it and it's all good. You just got to make sure to right, like let's say it's an item you can't equip. Let me see if I could find like is it like a random vendor that sells you like just a gray quality items anywhere? Can I find like a blacksmith or like a character that sells swords and just like equip an item that I can't wear to add to my collection? Is that a thing? All. Like look, I have male item, right? I can't wear male gear, but let's say I buy it, right? Now this item has been added to my collection instantly, and then I can sell it. Or he doesn't want it, so I guess I delete it. That could work too. I guess that could work as well. But let's say there's an item, and I want to see if there is an... Actually, I do have a character that I could talk to. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This guy, Quartermaster, I probably can buy some in here that I can't normally wear. Right? Let me look. Let me looky here. Yeah, like there's a plate belt. I guess I already have the mod for that though. Is there any other item? Because a lot of these are cosmetic. Like a two-handed sword, right? Or a gun. Or a shield. I can't use shields on a rogue. But if I want to add this item to my collection, I just right-click it. And I have the shield. I can't use it, but if I right-click it, then I add it to my collection. I can't use the item, but I can just add it. So you just gotta make sure if you find like an item that you can't wear, just right-click it so it adds to your collection, and then you can get rid of it. That's all you gotta do. Just make sure you at least right-click it once, and then you can toss it, and you don't actually need to like use it. Yeah, it just makes things a lot more convenient. Like another shield, right? Let's say I don't have the shield part of my collection, which I don't. I can just right-click it. Okay, well, we're delayed. As long as I right-click it, yeah, even though I can't use it, it just adds to my collection either way. The game essentially bypasses it because it's not about my character being able to wear it. Now it's added to my warband. Even though the character can't wear it, but the warband still like acknowledges that it does exist as part of the warband. That's all you gotta do is just right click them. At least once. Or like equip them, or try to equip them, I guess, yeah. It's like, it's a little bit janky how it works, but it's like, look, Blizz got like a spaghetti code of a game, and things sometimes function weirdly, so they had to find interesting roundabout ways to fix it. But yeah, so let's say like if it is an item that's like, say you're a rogue and you've got a clothy item, you'll still have to equip that item at least once, right, to have it added. If it's a mail item or a plate item, your character will attempt to equip it, can't actually wear it, but it still gets added, and then you can get rid of it. Stuff like that. Can you transfer honor from your main? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Some of those items are lost a little bit in translation, like certain items that you do try to transfer. Like it will say that it's actually like loses some of it as you transfer to kind of encourage playing that character. But let's say you want to transfer honor, you're supposed to be able to. Right now it's not letting you, but over on the over in the beta there was a build that lets you. WoW had transfer honor. I think honor is supposed to be transferable, but it's not transferable right now. Warbound currencies. Honor can be transferred at characters at 80% conversion. Yeah. So this is one of the changes that's not in right now, but it will be available. Honor can be traded across your warband. Honor, however, will have an 80% conversion, right? Can be transferred to characters at 80% conversion. So 20% of it is going to be lost to encourage you to actually play that alt character to gear them specifically. And I think it's also try to control like how fast can you gear your alts in your main, because your main has a bunch of gear, right? He could just run around BGs and slam. But like an alt that has no gear is gonna get stomped. So like if you do play the alt to like learn how to play them, they don't want to punish like you for playing that character. So if you do use your main that's super giga geared, a portion of it will be lost, but like you'll still be able to efficiently gear the character. But I think they wanted to make sure that if you end up playing a new character, like let's say you're a new player, right? You're just coming back to the game and you're trying to get honor. If your conversion of how much you get honor is slower than somebody who has a max level character, then that person has an advantage. And I think what they're trying to do is water down that advantage a little. So if you already have a main trying to gear your alts, you are going to get some lost, but like it's to make sure that I think new player that just coming in does not have a main, they're just gearing for the first time. They don't have like a worse XP gaining experience. You know what I mean? So you can't do it right now on live, but in War Within, you are supposed to be able to, yeah. I've had a Warcraft of Azeroth in my Paladin bank for years, Cooldown not working, but luck is so bad tonight. Really? Warglaive of Azeroth cannot actually be added. Oh wait, can they be though? Didn't they make it so that legendaries can be added as a transmog item? Well done. I think you reminded me. I'm pretty sure I have the Warglaive of Azeroth on my Warlock. I think you just reminded me that I do have a Warglaive. Some way, somehow I got one. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Maybe not my Warlock, maybe it's another character. I'll need to look through it, but I'm pretty sure it's a Warlock. I do.
I will never be able to equip that.
I will never be able to equip it.
I will never be able to equip that.
Or are Warglaive of Azeroth unique in the way that they're only for demon hunters? Because I know with Warglaive of Azeroth, you have to be able to get both Warglaives on a demon hunter. Then you need to do a Black Temple on time walking, and then you can get the appearance. I think Warglaive might be unique though. Yeah, I think other legendaries are added to your collection, but Warglaive is a unique one just for demon hunters because it's a Warglaive and only demon hunters can equip it. So, well, it technically is a sword, right? Technically it's a sword, it counts as a sword. But ideally it's like retroactively only demon hunter weapon. So I think for them it's a little neat little quest line, which is really easy to do. All you gotta do is get the 2 parts of Warglaive, wait until you have the time walking event for TBC. Legion time walking, is that what this is? Legion. When is the next time TBC time walking? There we go. So like until next TBC where you can do the raid and you can get a bunch of gear from it. Which actually is going to be on the 27th. Oh. I just thought about something, chat. So the time walking rate is going to be during the week of War Within release. In a time walking raid, you can get time walking gear that's equivalent to like normal raid gear. Is this gonna still give you Dragonfly gear? Or is this actually gonna give you like War Within gear? I'm sure they're gonna nerf the hell out of it. But that could be like a fatty gear in week. And the next time walking is going to be Lich King. So 17th might be an insane week for gear and ults. Holy. Holy. So you're going to have this, and it's going to be like 2 weeks worth of like... It's going to be week 1, week 2. And there's going to be Heroic week. And there's going to be Mythic, and this is open during Mythic week. Big brain would tell me that that would be a great alt stuff, alt thing week. Yeah, so... Warcraft of Azeroth, I do have one. I forgot that I have one. You reminded me. Thank you for reminding me. Too bad it doesn't work, but what else? What else? What can you do, right? What can you do? Yeah. Dragon Shard Knowledge can get you those. You can say it's worth 200 gold, but I don't know what to sell it. Dragon Shard Knowledge, can you sell those? Those are, I'm pretty sure, are for profession stuff. I don't think you can actually sell those now. I don't think you can. Those are just to sell, unless you want to update your professions. Well, brand features are awesome. Yeah, it is so good. In your petition, achievements are not broken. Even factions broken pre-patch. A Bloodsoul Buccaneers no longer visible in an example. Yeah, there's some stuff they gotta fix during pre-patch, but they're working on it. They gotta implement it during like beta and pre-patch, but like it's one thing to implement it on a test realm where there's only a handful of players. It's another thing when you implement it where there's millions of players all experiencing this thing all at once. Things broke like the Warbound bank broke, right? Couldn't access for a bit, so they're really trying to get those things online. It's very, very different because, again, beta, pre-patch, very limited number of players experiencing it. So I'm sure they're finding like little bugs and little weird interactions as they're trying to take a real full-on character, which it was really not as easy. You couldn't, I don't think you could copy a character on the beta realms, could you? You just made like templates. Maybe at some point they enabled the ability for you to copy your character so you can like do the leveling journey through the leveling realms, but I think a lot of people just use like a copied character or create a character feature so you could dive into the new zones. Yeah, so you just wouldn't have had that many people being able to like fully test it. Was just a whole different story. How damn Guardian Druid so strong. It is really good. It's also kind of solid in War Within 2, like at max level. So even though Take Soul got nerfed, it is still very, very good. Alrighty, boys, 7:23. It is. I think it's time for the event, isn't it? In a bit. No, I missed it. Never mind. Not at all. Alrighty. Well, with that, chat, I need to go get the Mog, the Night Elf one, blue one. I think it's just kill Farak and all that, right? I could probably do on my Druid sometime. Maybe like a Lafar even. Could do a normal. Get gear. Chat! With that being said, I'm gone. I am sleep deprived. I am tired. I'm gonna go take a nappy. I'm gonna go get myself some dinner. I'm gonna hang out. I'm gonna get some work done. Not a lot, but most of the work has been done already ahead of time. But yeah, I'm gonna go. If beta realms are up tomorrow, I may stream tomorrow. I'll see how I'm feeling. If I'm like still sleep deprived and all that, I'll just spend time working. I'll come back for some Duels Friday, Duels Saturday, all that good stuff. I'm thinking doing pre-patch Duels Friday and then maybe beta Duels Saturday. Or maybe I'll do NA. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But thank you all. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I'll either catch you guys tomorrow for beta stuff, or I'll come back. I'm about to say the other way. I might catch you guys Friday, or maybe we'll come back and we'll stream Thursday. You get what I mean. Alrighty, you guys have a wonderful one. I'll catch all of you next one. Alrighty, peace.